everybody. My name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. Lobster warning! Lobster warning!
A few moments later.
Hey everyone, it's me, Frankie McDonald. Somebody photoshopped my face onto the crab. It's totally false altogether. I'm not a crab.
Liar!
You just had to push it, didn't you?
Just had to keep asking questions.
I'm a real person.
We are the crab people! Jesus Christ!
Crab people, crab people, crab people, crab people.
And somebody photoshopped my face on a crab. It's not true at all. It's totally fake altogether. I'm Frankie.
Yeah. Now, Lynn, you're really jumping in the deep end here tonight. First timer and also co-chair of this event. Like, what are you feeling right now? How are you feeling?
I'm really excited. You know, I agreed to co-chair, one, because I think it's so important to support the Met.
Welcome to the SimpCast.
Whoa.
I think we left in a burp by accident there. Hello. Wow, look at us. Everyone is here. Everyone is queer. It's Sunday night. Happy Mother's Day to everybody generally, but I guess specifically to the moms on this show. Lauren and Lori, are you a mom?
No.
Fuck 'em. All right. Yeah. Lauren.
All right, everyone else out of here. This is my day.
It's Lauren's Southern Day.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
Happy
right.
Lauren's Southern Day. At my gym class, I was handed a Mother's Day coupon for like a fucking, yoga type brand. And I was like, does this count if I swallowed them? Can I still use it? And she said yes. So hooray, we're here. Hello, Brittany Venti.
Hi.
Brittany is my POC delegate here, YouTuber, and she has a new YouTube channel called Saturday Supermodel, which if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for?
Yeah, idiots.
Yeah, idiots. Get on it. Get on it. We have popping her SimpCast cherry today. She is a triple threat, a futurist, a space, and a science reporter.
Yes.
Her book, I, Human, is available on Amazon. Lori Harfenist, hello.
Hi. Am I lagging?
A little bit.
For me.
Okay.
In a fun way.
No,
I'm about to lose my mind. We've got crazy background feedback noise. I thought I was losing my mind, but chatter saying it too.
I literally just plugged this thing in. I'll hop back on.
Okay. Well, I guess we know who's responsible.
Okay. Actually, I don't know if it was her. I'm still hearing it. There's like a.
It's basically going to be like Survivor.
Everyone mute their mic like one at a time.
All right,
Ashton? Oh, it's Ashton. I knew it.
Why'd you know it? Why would it be Ashton?
I'm like, why am I muting myself?
Because I always have the worst mic issues. I'm sorry. I'm on the road.
Lauren just
and
sips
I'm
her
like...
wine. No comment.
Well, now that you're bumped up into the next slot, you may have seen her on Content House. She has a new YouTube channel called Ashton the Slytherin.
Oh, yeah.
Ashton Birdie, hello and welcome.
Hi, guys.
Yes, you're in a little corner. You're like in a little bad girl corner.
I know. I am. I'm on the road right now. We're on a road trip. So, like, I'm in a hotel right now. It's kind of sketchy. There's, like, this guy down the hallway from me, and I'm pretty sure he's, like, having cockfights in his room. So.
Ooh, animal or a body part?
Either one. I don't know.
I'm loving it. What kind of hotel are you in?
It's just like a motel. Like, it's kind of like a trashy, like, because it's just like a one night time of thing, and we're kind of like on the road. We're trying to get to where we're going, so we're driving all the way up the coast.
I feel you. I one time stood in an extended stay America, and I learned, like, okay, I don't always have to stay in the cheapest hotel that I find.
Yeah,
I'm all for, like, I mean, it's better to live within your means.
Yeah.
Sorry to shit on your hotel first thing. I'm sure it's.
Oh
great.
no! Please do, because there's some guy having a cockfight down like 2 doors.
Please, like, blink twice if you've been kidnapped.
Yeah,
I like the whole like kidnapped vibe going on there.
My mic is too low. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
I'm loving the kidnapped aesthetic. And yes, happy Mother's Day to our soul mother in the group, author, filmmaker, Lauren Southern. Welcome back.
And bimbo
That's
nationalist.
Right. Absolutely. What a day this morning with my son, then at a spa day, and now SimpCast. Does it get any better? Of course I had a spa day.
Oh my goodness.
That's all the perks of being a mom. That's all the perks of not just swallowing all of my children, Chrissy.
Maybe I'll spit a couple back out. A spa day sounds pretty good.
Also, someone in the chat said that I blamed Ashton because I think she's dumb. That's not true. There's 2 reasons that the audio is her issue. One, she's got one of those headphones where all you can hear is all the neck movement and like whatever bra you're wearing. You can hear everything with those headphones. And 2, Ashton's way too hot to understand technology. Like,
oh my God, I didn't even notice the see-through shirt, Ashton. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I am wearing a see-through shirt today.
Thank you so mumuch. Wow, for putting in an A+ for I mean, everybody's shirt is great. Lauren, so what did you have done to you today? A massage, a face?
You know, massage, got the nails done, that whole ordeal.
Let me see your nails.
They're not, normally I'd get like long ones, but I'm trying to do, oh no, it's not going to focus, is it? Come on, camera.
I have a subtle sparkle.
Oh, there we go. Just a little sparkle.
Cute.
Yes,
oh, and Star Wars girls, nails.
Mine are really bad. I'm not going to show them.
There we go.
Oh no, it's okay. Just show us your feet. No, I'm just kidding.
Viewership doubled.
So happy to have you here again. And of course, last but not least, artist, YouTuber, sweater wearing hottie, Anna, that Star Wars girl.
It's cold. Hello. And recent blue check mark.
Of course. I didn't even think you would show up. I thought you would be invited to some blue check mark party or something.
I joined Lauren over here with the blue check marks recently on Star Wars Day.
Disgusting.
Was it because you published, or like what was the reason they finally went through with you?
No, there's an echo. Is that me?
Dude, it's a stream full of women. No one understands how to set up their audio. It's a disaster.
I didn't hear before of this, like all the tech issues and random woman moments we have.
Yeah,
I have an excuse. I've been traveling, so I literally just like unpacked my shit like a couple hours ago.
Lori, your audio is actually fine. It's just you're lagging. It's like you can only get 1 of 3,
right?
Or 2 of 3.
I should try to fix it, right, and come back. I hate lagging.
I don't know. We don't think it's you, but I also don't know who it is. This is going to be like a game of Clue.
You know, I've got it sorted out. Listen, I've got all my cards sorted out. Ashton is the audio issues.
I'm lagging.
Lori's lagging. That Star Wars girl is slightly out of focus.
I'm coming back.
Brittany's my camera sucks. It's never going to be in
Chrissy,
focus.
you're actually doing okay. You passed this time. Oh, now I'm out of focus. Here
Wait,
we
why
go.
don't
There
I
we go.
pass?
I just said you're insane. I love you.
Oh, in a good way.
You want to find
Ashton's
out?
kidnapped.
But you pass on the tech stuff somehow. I don't know. How'd you do that?
Frank. Oh, sorry.
I have a tech guy, to be fair, if I needed assistance. So
she has a man. She has a man helping her. Anna, were you like immediately? Are you immediately given access to Chrissy Teigen? What is it like to be a blue check mark? Was there a meeting?
Who's Chrissy Teigen?
Oh my God, I love you so
You're
much.
you're so lucky you don't know. She's awful.
She's just a dumb, famous bitch.
She's so dumb.
That I got in a
Why
fight
is
with
she
a couple years
famous?
ago.
So
For
okay,
being married to John Legend.
basically. But here's
Oh,
the thing.
the chick with like the super round Asian face,
Yeah.
right?
So
Yeah,
I got in a
but she's
fight
like
with her
Hawaiian.
too, Chrissy.
She's like
she can't take a joke. Like if you say like an obvious piece of
No,
satire.
I think she blocked me like years ago.
Oh shit.
Because I remember somebody was fighting with her about something, and I couldn't see who it was. So
It's funny because like she gets mad at like things that are obvious jokes, and that's why she came after me a few years ago. And she just like popped off.
This is you went to Disneyland, right? And she went off on you. Okay.
I made a joke about a Planned Parenthood tweet, and then Chrissy Teigen thought I was being serious about wanting a MAGA Disney princess, and she like went off on it, and like she's the reason I went viral actually with that tweet.
Ooh.
So, but
Shout out to Chrissy Teigen.
Shout out to Chrissy Teigen. Thanks, Chrissy.
I want to get to a couple of old super chats. These are from, let's see, the last live premiere. It's okay, we'll figure it out.
If she just has her camera turned off, like that'll, because we only really need to hear her. Maybe the lag will catch up after a while.
Okay.
Wait, I do want to know, Anna, why did you did you get published? Was it the whole viral thing or?
No. So, I mean, they did in that article about Lizzo, but I went to go log into Twitter, and it was like this on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram wouldn't let me log in until I gave them my birth date, which on Instagram, I'm 437 years old. And then on Twitter, it said I had to fill out the verification thing. And so I just did it so I could log in. And then 3 days later, I got the little check mark. But
Interesting.
I didn't put any articles. All I had to do was link my YouTube channel, and then I put the about section because it has to have like a link to your Twitter. And then I just typed in my Google Trends, which I didn't know was a thing, and then it approved me. So that's all you have to do now, I guess.
Thanks, Elon.
Yeah, thanks, Elon. A couple of old super chats I want to get to from Gabriel Knight. Chrissy, please do a show in Indy, Cincy, Louisville, or Nashville. You're one of the best comedians around. Keep up the good work. Well, I guess Gabriel hasn't been out much. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Gabriel. From As a Thought, so nice to have Lila tonight. Brittler seems kind of down. Maybe she's PMSing or something. Oh, were you PMSing?
Whoa.
Brittany?
None of that accusing women of PMSing because they're crazy.
Is PMS even real?
We're just crazy all the time.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. Honestly.
From More Adventure, Super Chat Train Choo Choo, and from Orange Red, he just wrote beanies, which is cryptic. But thank you so much. Drowning Clown sent a super sticker of a yellow man with maracas. And I bless the rains down in Africa. You ladies sound lovely. Okay, I think we were singing that song at some point. I want to shout out a couple of dates. This is very exciting. Me and Brittany Venti will be hosting the first ever SimpCast Live. Actually, we're doing 2 SimpCast Live. The first one's going to be technically May 21st at MegaCon in Orlando. It'll be myself, Brittany here, and Anna. And that will be, with MegaCon in Orlando.
Actually, I'm going to be at MegaCon, guys. So I might see you there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my
What's
God.
MegaCon?
Now it's a party.
A Comic-Con sort of.
Yeah. It's like a comic book convention in Orlando.
Cool.
But you guys are going to be speaking there, or are you guys going to be there, or like what?
Yes. And then on 5/28, it'll be at, we're doing 2 shows at Reggie's in Chicago. You can get tickets here at TicketWeb or on my website, ChrissieMayr.com. I have tickets to all these shows.
Did you guys like
Check
prepare
it
a
out.
whole skit and everything, or is this just like
We're
going
talking
with the
about-
flow?
It's
So
gonna be both.
what are you guys gonna wait? So what day are you guys gonna be at MegaCon?
Saturday.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna be out there on Sunday.
Yeah, it's all happening fast. We're flying by the seat of our pants. And quickly before I forget, a couple of stand-up dates I want to plug. I just want to get this out of the way because I know I'll forget if I don't do it. Boom! I'm going to be in New Jersey, actually Saturday, May 14th at Tiff's Ale House. One show at 9 o'clock. And then, of course, the SimpCast live panel. Then I'll be in St. Louis at the Helium Comedy Club Wednesday, May 25th. May 27th. Headlining the Vixen in McHenry, Illinois. And then we got the 2 shows in Chicago at Reggie's for SimpCast Live on Saturday, May 28th. And then a couple dates in September, headlining in Austin at Cap City Comedy Club September 8th and at the Helium in Philly Wednesday, September 14th. Woo! Go to my website for tickets, please, and thank you. Is my audio still low? I'm trying to...
It is a little low.
God bless
If you guys
America.
are in Orlando, I'll be in Orlando those dates. We should definitely hang out together.
Faux show.
Heck yeah.
Lori, I was just about to message and ask where you went.
I was just about to message you.
It's all good.
Let me
It's
back
It's
in.
better now.
We're
It's
messy. It's fun. Oh, now I'm hearing an
It's not
echo.
real.
God damn it. What is that from? Check if there's another YouTube window open somewhere, and then I guess click that off. That's my only idea of how to cure the echo. Okay.
Or put headphones in.
I got,
Or do
I got
that.
nothing else open
Have
personally.
you tried turning it off and on again?
Blow into it. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Maybe if we talk about Kim Kardashian, everything will resolve.
Oh God.
That's the way to
Make
go.
things worse.
That's the way to go.
Is anyone
echo.
else drinking with me?
Yes.
Yes.
joining?
Hell yes.
Of course.
Okay, good.
Cheers.
drank last
Cheers,
night.
lady.
Cheers.
It's been a while, Laura.
I've
Drink
switched
juice.
to high noon.
Last
I
time
don't
I
know if
saw
I like
you.
it better.
That was Fox News, Greg Gutfeld's studio. It's been
Yep.
a minute.
It's been a minute.
Been a hot minute.
How long ago was that?
4 or 5 years ago?
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it was 5 years ago now because it was right after the election. And
So before
I was tickled to see you there. That's for sure.
I like that word, tickled.
Ooh, tickled. Yes, we're tickled. Okay.
Tickled's a
I'm
good
feeling
thing.
very tickled.
Okay. I love that this section is called Femme Mail. Like it's just news for women. Like you can only handle articles about food, beauty,
That's right.
gardening, fashion, and Meghan Markle. These
So-
are
Oh God.
these are the topics, and games
Wait,
and parenting.
Wait, have they actually created a headline specifically for Meghan Markle? They have
Yes,
a
she has her
whole-
own section.
in FemMail. I hate this. This is like actually the audacity of the Daily Mail to do this. It's so patronizing.
It is
This has taken women's rights back like 70 years.
Like no other section is pink, just the Femme Mail section. Look, health, everything else is a different color.
I thought you were taking the piss when you said Meghan Markle. Like I thought that was like your little comedy.
No, it was not. It was
Dick.
very much
Unfucking believable.
It's
very
not gonna
much-
last. It's gonna last as long as their stupid fucking Netflix thing or whatever. It's not gonna
I
last.
thought that Netflix thing got canceled.
Exactly.
Oh, I lost the article. Fuck! I lost the article. Fuck.
Just go back.
It sounds like
Alright.
a feminine product. Femme mail.
definitely
Like
goes
I
in
don't
the-
want that.
FemMail.
Okay,
I don't
female.
want
Okay, so I don't know if you guys are familiar or if you care about Kim Kardashian, but she went to the Met Gala as the celebs do. She wore Marilyn Monroe's iconic dress that she sang "Happy Birthday" to JFK in. It's a 60-year-old national treasure dress to the
How
Met
her
Gala. I
butt
guess
fit
she
in
was.
it?
Well, she had to go on a crazy crash diet and lose 16 pounds in 3 weeks because when she first tried it on, she couldn't zip it because she's got a big fake ass. Like what people back then didn't have big fake asses. You know what I mean? Like they just were kind of all thin.
They just had natural fake ass, like big asses. Well, she had a pretty big ass. It was
Wasn't
natural
the-
though.
Wasn't Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn
big
Monroe
ass?
was
Gala.
actually pretty tiny. Like she wasn't. This idea that Marilyn Monroe was somehow curvy and thick and huge, like bigger, is not true. Like if you look at like her in movies, like her weight fluctuated a lot, but like overall she was pretty small. Because if you look in what's Gentlemen for Blondes, she's actually fairly small in that movie, and like her weight did fluctuate with her depression and whatnot. But
Well, if you watch
she
Some
was
Like It
fairly
Hot,
small.
if you watch Some Like It Hot, she's pretty big in that one.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what size she was.
Yeah,
she was
she
just
still
like
looked good.
Yeah,
She
every
wasn't
single
as
size.
big as Kim Kardashian, though. That's the thing, though.
Did anyone else
That's
pay
what I'm
attention to
saying.
the theme of the Met Gala? Wasn't it supposed
was,
to be like the
it was
Gilded
Gilded.
Age?
The
So I got
Gilded
so
Age, yeah.
triggered watching them doing
No
interviews.
No one followed
I
the
know.
theme.
You had people
No
come in
one.
and they'd like be describing how their outfit matched the Gilded Age, and they're like, "I'm doing a modern twist on the Gilded Age, like a woman from the Gilded Age
is
that
1870
was
to
modern."
1890.
And I'm like, "No, you're just wearing a modern dress and trying to find some creative excuse to fucking make it fit with the concept." Like,
They're writing
how is that the
fanfic.
Gilded Age?
Well, it's over. That's the whole thing. It's because the whole thing's like done. They're beating a dead horse with this shit. Nobody
Well,
gives
there's
this shit.
Okay, Billie
There's
Eilish
explanation,
maybe was
though.
all right.
Oh,
So-
right, because this is
Billie
supposed to
Eilish
look
is
like
a
this.
great dress.
Everyone's
Yeah,
supposed
hers
to look
is
like this.
cute.
The Gilded Age, the thing is, the Gilded Age is 1870 to 1890, and all these people showed up in like what looked like 1920s cocktail dresses, and I was really confused.
Yeah.
It was just like the only people I think fit the theme was who's the
One of
girl who
the
played Serena Vander
reporters.
was in Blake Lively, the reporter,
Blake Lively,
and
yeah.
like Billie
She's
Eilish
always
and
good.
Billie Eilish. Blake Lively had the best dress.
Yeah, she won.
like,
She won the
Blake
Met Gala.
Lively
Oh my gosh.
always
She
has the
drills
best
it.
dress.
She looked
Yeah.
so good.
Amazing.
She looked like Barbie, and it was so cute. Ryan Reynolds' reaction to her, he was literally like soy facing. He was like, doing, like jaw drop when he saw her. There's a
but like
photo
it's
of it.
appropriate soy voice because it's his wife.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
it was.
Men
It was
should always
adorable.
look at their wife
If I
that way.
no, literally, if I can't have that, I don't want it.
Oh.
Like it was
Same.
so cute. And also there's an
Wait.
explanation for why they weren't on theme, by the way. So how the Met Gala actually works is that these brands, okay, so the tickets cost about $300,000, and these big fashion brands,
I heard 37,000.
is it?
For a
I thought
table,
it's
it's
30
$300,000.
31.
31,000.
It's
Okay,
31,000 per ticket.
so the point
But it's
is, they're
$300
very
per
expensive
table.
ticket. So because of that, the brands sponsor people sometimes and have control over their outfits because they're the ones supplying the outfits. So like
Yeah.
sometimes
The fashion
celebrity is
industry's
getting
fault.
dressed and it's not their choice.
And to be fair,
Interesting.
Blake Lively was on, like, I guess the board for deciding the theme, along with a few
the
other
board.
people.
Okay.
So
I still like her red and gold dress the best. Like that's the best look ever at any Met Gala.
Which one?
Oh,
This
yeah.
one?
No, it's she's got like a gold crown and it's like a corset type of thing, and she has a long train. It was like
Oh, this?
that one. I love
Yeah.
that one.
She was matching the carpet every year that I saw the photos of her.
Oh, wow.
It was-
That's
she
crazy.
had the coordination down to a T, to the
So
point where she's
pretty.
matching the carpet every
Okay, that's
year.
crazy pretty. See, if they all looked
Beautiful.
like her, I would maybe watch this event.
I didn't watch this event. I have no idea what any of you guys are talking about.
Like, did any of you in high school like get together with your girlfriends to watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show?
Yes,
Yes.
every fucking year.
Yeah, it used
Yeah.
to be so good.
Back
It's
when
all-
women were
everything
women.
is- yeah, everything's gone downhill from there, unfortunately.
I could see them bringing back the Victoria's Secret fashion show, but like all the women have dicks, and it's all like trans garbage.
They're like limping.
I
down
would
the
watch
runway.
that. I would watch that.
Yeah, they have
No, but
angel
that's
I
wings.
mean,
how it
I'm not.
is.
I'm not saying that. Like, you know, I'm into that or anything. I'm just saying. it sounds
no one's
interesting.
into that. It's okay.
It seems
It's
like
fucking
now
crazy.
it's like whoever is the most diverse, whoever meets the most diverse quota, especially if you look at even on websites like the models, like if you go on like Aritzia or something, it doesn't even look like they get models by certain metrics anymore. It's just based on how racially ambiguous you look or how disabled you are, type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Or like
Okay,
on
wait.
Zara, they always just get the blackest models they could find. Like on purpose, it's always the darkest ones. And it's not that they're not pretty, but it's like you can tell what their intention is by how many they're picking. Because like, how did you just happen to find like 10 women that are dark as the night itself? Statistically, that doesn't happen.
True.
Okay, I want to get your guys' opinion on if she should have worn this dress or not. It was I was gonna say the dress is 41 years old. No, Kim Kardashian is 41 years old. She loaned the dress. It was 60-year-old dress. It had to be stored in a temperature-controlled environment since it was bought for $5 million in 2016. I read somewhere that she couldn't zip it up. Like ultimately, that's why she wore this fur down here all night, because she couldn't even zip up the back a little bit. And people are upset because the gown is too fragile. I keep hearing Indiana Jones's voice in my head. It belongs in a museum. This was Marilyn originally in it, like very pointy. I don't know if her boobs are this pointy or if the dress made her boobs pointier.
I think
it's not the Gilded
the bras
Age.
were different.
Yeah, true.
It's not the Gilded Age. It's not the
I don't
Gilded
think
Age.
she was wearing a bra in that.
So to me, this looks like it's not quite the theme of the Met Gala. So it's kind of just like bragging, like, look what I got.
I feel like Kim Kardashian really cheapened the dress because the whole point of that dress was that it was allegedly so tight that Marilyn Monroe was sewn into it. It's supposed to be personally made for Marilyn. It's specific to Marilyn. It was supposed to be a unique dress. And by default, anybody else wearing it is going to cheapen it. But especially a Kim Kardashian, I didn't like her execution of it. I thought her hair was horribly bleached. Like it was splotchy. If you look in some photos, there's yellow spots. And like...
She should have just worn a wig. Like, just wear a Marilyn Monroe wig.
Honestly, I agree. And also, like, the fact that she still couldn't zip it up, it's like, you especially shouldn't be wearing it then. Because that was the point of the dress. It's supposed to be perfectly fitted. That's the whole appeal.
Let's see. I think this is a dress historian. Who is this? I'm not sure who this lady is. Okay, no, she wrote a book. When Marilyn met the Queen, she raised this lady, who's not at the Met Gala, raised concerns about how Kardashian's makeup, perfume, and her sweat, aka her booty sweat, may have impacted the fabric. Meanwhile,
I'm not gonna lie, the Kardashians do usually have good outfits for the Met Galas and events and stuff. I liked her. Did you ever see like the dripping wet outfit she wore one year?
Oh, the
mulgar, yeah,
that was really good. But
I hated her hair though with that look.
But it was supposed to look like wet, right? But I don't like this one compared to everything else she's done. It's better to do it original. I loved the Dementor look personally. When her and Kanye just went in full black, like with black masks and everything, I thought that was hysterical.
Oh, and she was like, her face was covered?
Yeah.
Did you see the Jenners? They look terrible in my opinion. Like they
One
have
of them dyed her eyebrows blonde.
Kendall,
yeah.
Kendall Jenner Met Gala. Let me look at this.
Yeah, this is Pete Davidson.
The dyed eyebrows make you look like an alien or a man every time.
Well,
she looks very masculine.
Because that's what they're going for nowadays. Nowadays, they're trying to like promote weirdness because they think weirdness is simultaneous with unique, and unique's like an inherently good term when it's not necessarily. So they just do anything they can to look unique. So it's like, oh, I want to look more like an alien type of thing.
Do you think before Kim wore this dress, they were able to get out the layers and layers of Kennedy jizz that were covering it?
I'm sure Kim's used to that.
Kennedy jizz.
Yeah, she probably scraped it and like bottled it.
Oh God!
The
Do you
Kennedy
think that Kim was singing "Happy Birthday" to Pete in that dress?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
How do you
listen,
not?
Stop! No.
That guy's gross. What the fuck?
He is.
He's so gross.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Kim said, "Oh my God, I'm literally gonna do some crazy voodoo shit to channel her," she said upon receiving the dress. "This is so special to me. Thank you so much. This is so cool. Wow. This is sleeping with me every night." She lost 16 pounds in 3 weeks. "When it didn't fit, I wanted to cry because it can't be altered at all." And then she said, "It was like a role. I was determined to fit into it. I don't think they believed I was going to do it, but I did it." You would think like pursuing a law degree would be her biggest achievement, but no, it was losing 16 pounds in 3 weeks. She wore a sauna suit twice a day, ran on the treadmill, cut out sugar and carbs, and ate veggies and protein. Good for you, Kim. I still hear an echo.
I do too.
Okay.
Yeah, who's got the background noise going on now?
It's definitely not me. I'm so slimmed down. I don't even have a mic on.
Let's see. Let me mute
Yeah,
myself.
everyone, mute yourself, Chrissy. Okay, Chrissy's muted, and there's still background noise. All right.
I didn't hear it anymore.
Lori, you got to mute yourself. Are you muted?
I did.
I'll mute her. Okay, she's muted.
She's muted? Yeah, it's Lori.
Oh,
my God.
shit. Oh, no.
This is like playing Clue. It's a fun game.
It is like Clue.
Everyone's got to make their guesses.
It's me.
That's okay.
Nesquik,
when you're not talking, Lori, just mute yourself when you're not talking. That's what I do.
There we go. There we go. Lauren's running the ship. Nesquik, happy
I don't
Mother's
really
Day.
have a lot to say about the dresses anyway, so.
Oh, it's okay. That's just our light topic to kick it off. Nesquik says, happy Mother's Day to mothers who've touched our lives and whose love will never be forgotten. Oh my God, what a sweet super chat. Thanks, Nesquik. My mom is dead, so I just tried not to think about that all day.
Same. And then it's worse because like nobody will hang out because like they're busy with their moms. So it's just like you're forced to like reflect on it all day.
Wallow in it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, luckily for me, I have like chores to do or whatever, but still, it's kind of like Valentine's Day when you're single. It's that same feel.
That's right. Except it's like, oh, like you'll never get a mom, whereas the rest of the year you could probably find a boyfriend if you want.
I'll be
I
your
used
mom.
to have a ton of fun
Okay.
on Valentine's Day when I was single. Just saying.
Ooh, true, because you know the people who are out on Valentine's Day, they want to fucking get it in. No, just me. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna unmute to say yes.
Oh. Okay. Dan Halen says, everyone wearing wonderful tops. Then there's Anna, who has decided to pull up the carpet for some reason.
I'm cold.
Shit. Oh, shit.
I'm cold. Fuck you. I got like
Shots
a cutish
fired.
top underneath, but it's cold.
It is cute. And I got your calendar, Anna. It's beautiful.
Yay.
Me and Frank were going through it. And it was so stunning.
But you did a calendar? Like a
I did
sexy
a
calendar or like an
Beautiful.
art calendar?
I did a cosplay calendar.
Okay. So a
So
little in
Anna,
between.
who are you going for all 4 days for MegaCon, Anna, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I think so. But I think one of the days I'm going to spend it doing a kayaking trip because I mean, there's only so much you can see at the convention. So
Who do you want to meet? Exactly.
Ooh.
I do. I want to. Oh, I really want to meet Brendan Fraser. I have.
Me too.
Somebody sent me. Let me 1 second.
So I actually did get a ticket to meet Matthew Lewis.
The book of life for the living and the book of the dead, and I want to get him to sign it.
Ooh.
That is really cool.
It's like an ancient relic.
I did
It's
get
on the money.
I got a ticket to meet Matthew Lewis, so I'm gonna give him a remembrance.
Who's that?
He's the guy who plays Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter films.
He got hot, hey? He had like a
Yeah.
great blow up.
Wait, Neville Longbottom.
Neville Longbottom got hot.
Let's see a picture.
Incels, don't be Doomer. You could always be Neville. Give up
And
on
then
that. You get off of... Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
might visit all 4 hobbits. I might meet them. I might get a ticket to meet them too.
Hello. He looks very different.
Look at the kid pic of him up there, and then compare it to
The picture right next to him. He's super
that shirt.
He's gonna be here. Wow, I would like to meet this man, this kid.
Neville Longbottom.
Hey, Chrissy, get us that shirtless one. There we
Oh,
go.
hi.
Just
There he
come
is
with me
now.
on Sunday. I'm gonna meet him on
Ooh.
Sunday.
I wish he was a little more. I need a little more to grab onto. I'm not gonna be grabbing onto any.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I need some. I don't know. I need girth. I need upper body girth. I need
She
like
wore chest hair.
I need like a fucking, I don't know, something to lay on me. Like I need a.
Do you like obese men, or does this man not
No,
have
he
the
just-
shoulders? Like what?
he
What's
looks-
going on?
He looks a little too small for me.
Too
That's all
small.
I'm saying. If I had to.
This girl is into some Goliath.
No.
Like,
Frank, stop her.
Maybe I don't really know what he looks like. I don't know. I'm just saying, look at this. Come on. Oh, that's a painting.
Oh, Chrissy.
You know, it'd be funny if he like sent you a dick pic and he held up like a magic wand next to it for. Oh, that's not even a magic wand. All right.
See,
well,
she
this
likes
joke is
file
ruined.
cabinets. Those are her type
I
of men.
do. I need a filing cabinet. I need girth. Okay. Well, we got sidetracked with the men of MegaCon. I want to meet the Cobra Kai.
Sunday.
I'm interested in the Cobra Kai people.
Oh, are they gonna be there?
Yes, all the Cobra Kais, all the hobbits. Obviously Gina Carano. She's gonna be real busy.
If you guys want to hang out with me on Sunday, like if you want to go on the site for a second day, like let's just go meet people and stuff if you want to on Sunday.
Ooh. Yeah, we can definitely do that.
I'm just waiting for them to pull out the schedule so that way I can see what like the panels are and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true that.
I'm gonna go and I think I'm gonna cosplay that weekend too for MegaCon.
Ooh, what do you?
I think
what
like
would you
one of the
do?
days there's like a cosplay thing. Didn't you say that, Chrissy?
They're doing like a yeah, anybody can do it's like not a cosplay fashion show, but they're calling it like a walk. But I think that might be Saturday. But they probably have one every day. I'd be shocked if they didn't. Hunter Voket, great to see Lauren, Lori, and Ashton on SimpCast tonight. What about me and Brittler? Thanks anyway, though. In Hot Water says Brittany is the embodiment of the female ideal. Heart you. Wow.
Was it my threat to find out if I'm crazy or not earlier that did it? Or
maybe. Slaglust. Any chance of having Nick Fuentes on soon? Recent revelations show he would fit really well with a group of girls. Shirtless, tickles, fights.
I thought he hated women.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, there's a reason he hates women, boys and girls.
Oh, I know.
I
He's good as a
accidentally,
goose.
before coming on this show, tweeted out "Hell hath no fury, like a cat boy scorned."
Oh, is he a cat man or cat boy?
My mentions are like 7,000 people. Like, shut up, whore! Shut up!
Oh my god!
I'm like, oh no, they're calling me a whore on the internet. What am I gonna
That's
do,
terrible.
Lauren? How can
Wow,
you
even
ever
on Mother's
recover?
Day. So I guess Nick
over.
is a cat boy.
They called me the whore word.
Yes.
No, he likes cat boys.
I wasn't even talking about Nick.
Oh.
I was just saying, like, this whole weird drama is like a bunch of just
I'm gonna
e-boys
retweet
getting
you,
mad at
Lauren.
each other.
That's the best tweet ever.
Oh no. Uh-oh. They called me names
Uh-oh.
on the internet.
I guess
How
I'll have
we
to back it
recover.
up. Mikey Gussler, Ashton, congratulations on your new channel. Loved your video on Fantastic Beasts. They will stop making them since its box office is way behind the previous two. I just want the several hour cuts of the Harry Potter films.
Yes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Harry
making a
Potter
new
nerds.
video pretty soon for it soon, so I'm excited.
How much? So this channel of yours is just gonna be Harry Potter chat.
So it's gonna be kind of like what Anna does for Star Wars, except I'm gonna be doing like basically all pop culture news. So pop culture, theme parks, mythologies, books, movies, things like that. And my politics is just
Ooh.
gonna stay on my political channel until I sort of figure my politics out, because I feel like I'm still learning politics, and until I go back into politics, I want to actually have a better like understanding of politics before I talk about that. But when it comes to pop culture, I feel like I know everything there is about things about Harry Potter and mythology. So I feel like I can just use my time better with that.
The Harry
I have a
Potter
question.
community is alive and well, so that'll probably be a hit.
Yeah. And
I
it's
was
cool.
gonna ask,
Yeah.
how do you plan on learning more about politics? Like, what's your ideal method?
Yes,
I-
I'm gonna steal your answer. 'cause I need
So
to.
I would rather just talk to people of just different personality types and different political backgrounds, people on the left and the right, just all over, just because I want to be able to understand different perspectives, because how I'm viewing everything going on in the world right now is just based on different perspective. So I do have my own opinions on certain situations, but I feel like I'm a lot more nuanced. I understand that things are a lot grayer than I used to view them. Like I was discussing earlier in the chat with you guys about everything going on with abortion. I feel like Ron Paul's stance on abortion, I think, is what I agree with currently, and how, abolishing abortion might not change it very much, but the culture is what really matters, because if you just abolish something, people are going to find a way to do it illegally. So what you guys should do is focus on helping communities and families and changing the culture around that. Because if you just abolish something legally, it's really not going to change anything, because I think if you ban guns, for example, people are still going to find their way to get guns.
Well, I somewhat agree with you, but consider the following. We have murder. This is completely unrelated to abortion. I'm just saying as a random example. We have murder illegal, touching children illegal. I think it does help. I agree with you that culturally changing it is more effective. However, I don't think it hurts in every scenario to make something that's unfavorable illegal, because it does it does disincentivize people from doing it to some degree. I just think in the example of abortion in particular, it's that they will have more unsafe abortions. Therefore, like more women will get hurt.
Can we just like acknowledge that Roe v. Wade and like getting rid of it has nothing to do with abortion and has everything to do with the fact that it was just not legally sound and wasn't like they tried to argue that it was based on the Constitution confirms like a right to privacy. It was just like anyone who has an understanding of Constitution, the law, the Supreme Court knows that this was not a legally sound case, Roe v. Wade. That's why it was dismantled, not or is going to be not because of any sort of argument for or against abortion. And
so it's not about them respecting human life. It's more about the legality.
Yeah, it's about it was like a poorly made, poorly made.
So
law.
how did it get to be? How did it get twisted up to be this whole like call out the herds of insane women that demand to have abortions anytime they want? Like, how did it get to be from like, oh, this was kind of an unconstitutional thing to women getting so scared and out in the streets and like they're gonna take our abortions away from us? Like,
I think because
so
we live in a
quickly.
reactionary culture. I think the funny thing is they haven't even overturned Roe versus Wade. There was just a leak, a supposed leak that came out, and then that's when people started freaking out. We live in a reactionary culture where people just go run into the streets and start protesting and screaming without actually giving any evidence of what's actually going on. Again, I really am not fully aware of what's going on. I like Lauren said, like a lot of the information is being thrown out there through the media isn't necessarily true, like about a lot of things. Because what people do is they read the headlines of a news story and they don't actually read the story, and they just say Roe v. Wade being abolished. They don't actually read the media article, and they run onto the streets and start screaming. And that's the problem. People aren't actually reading the full article or doing their full research. And the problem is people develop a lot of opinions without researching something. The evidence of what's actually going on. Again, I really am not fully aware of what's going on. Like Lauren said, like a lot of the information is being thrown out there through the media isn't necessarily true, like about a lot of things. Because what people do is they read the headlines of a news story and they don't actually read the story, and they just say Roe v. Wade being abolished. They don't actually read the media article, and they run onto the streets and start screaming. That's the problem. People aren't actually reading the full article or doing their full research. What am I hearing and myself? The problem is people develop
What's going on? We're hearing Ashton's voice and Lori is moving her mouth. I thought I was having a stroke. How is that happening?
I was like, didn't we just hear this?
Lori, do you have headphones?
Saying that you're not
oh my gosh
sure where you want to stand right now.
You're
because you
really
realize
bad.
you have
Lori, turn off your camera.
to learn. People don't.
Lori, turn off your camera. It'll fix it. No, don't leave.
I was like, is that me? Is that my voice?
Oh my god! I was like, I'm having a stroke.
Same. I was like, out.
I was like, we're in an alternate universe, and I was like, oh wait, Ashton's talking, but Lori's mouth is moving. I was like, Lori's a fucking shapeshifter. Get her out of here. That was so frightening. I feel like I had an out-of-body experience. All right, now Ashton, you start moving your mouth, and Lori's voice will come out of you. What? I don't know. I hate to blame it mostly on Lori.
I think this is scarier when you're sober, because at least if you're drinking, you could be like, "Oh, I'm just drinking." That's what it is. To hear that sober is like,
oh my god, I feel so bad because this is Lori's first time, and I feel like I don't know if she's having fun because her computer is against her.
Does she not have headphones? Because the thing is, I'm hearing everything people are saying someone has their speakers on, and I can hear everything they're saying through their speakers. Like
Yeah,
that's where the
an
echo's
echo,
coming
though.
from.
Can you still hear it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh, technical difficulties.
I just hear it very loud in my headphones.
All right, I just want to like make a point for Lori here. Poor girl, she's been doing like
poor
television.
Lori.
She's been doing television for 12, 13 years, right? And it's hard to set up.
It is hard.
Like when you go solo, I've been solo for like 6-7 years doing my own YouTube videos. It takes a long freaking time to figure out mic, video,
Aw.
all of it. So yeah, let's give her some love. She'll
Yeah,
sort it
no,
out.
we
I'm gonna
love
help her
Lori.
after this.
Lori, if you're listening, don't feel
Oh,
bad.
no. Please come back, but I promise not to
Lori,
possess
come
you.
back. All right, let's keep talking about abortion. I heard that Roe chick lied. Like she originally lied about having an abortion.
Or I
Wait,
think she lied about
elaborate.
being raped or something. I think wasn't that. To be honest, what was Roe
Hold
v.
on.
Wade even about? I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like Lauren knows more about this than I do. So
Sure, but you know who lied? You know who actually lied? Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Yes!
Can we
What?
talk about that?
Oh,
please? Okay.
yeah.
What? This bitch.
Yep.
Okay. It was her teacher's fault, honestly. But her teacher was like the master scammer. She was able to get everyone to actually believe that someone who was deaf and retarded was able to articulate full political speeches. I have never seen such a gaslighting in my life than Helen Keller.
Wait,
it is
whoa.
insane.
What happened? Like, please tell me. Like,
She's
what
a
happened?
fraud. She's
Listen,
a fraud.
they tried to tell us a blind and deaf chick flew a plane for 30 minutes. Think about
Who's
that,
also
Ashton.
retarded because of her learning disability.
never
'cause
said-
she can't
they
see or fucking
They
hear.
said she flew a plane for
Wait, they never said she flew a plane.
They did.
What?
They also
That's
said she
ridiculous.
completed these hard academic courses. Like, it's literally not even possible to articulate words as fast as she does with just hand motions. It literally makes no sense. Her teacher just made it up to show her own political ideology. She used Helen Keller as a talking puppet. It makes literally
What?
zero sense. And also, Helen Keller's parents were clearly desperate, and they were rich, by the way. They were clearly desperate to not have a retarded daughter. So they went ahead and were like trying all these teachers. None of the teachers could get Helen Keller learn anything because she was deaf and blind from a young age. So then this one comes along and she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pretend. I'm just gonna pretend that I'm actually doing a good job. And then what happens? She gets paid, right? And she's able to show her political ideology to everyone through using Helen Keller.
Wow. Yeah, we saw. God, it was in a separate show. We were watching a video where Helen Keller. I don't know, like she did something that outed herself as not being retarded or blind or deaf. Same
You know
shit.
what? The only reason I talk about Helen Keller is because it seems like the only acceptable conspiracy theory to be like fully bought into.
Wait.
No, but it's not a conspiracy.
Several TikTok videos have furthered the claim that Keller was a fraud. Well, that's all I need to know.
That's TikTok. The TikTok investigators, truth seekers.
I didn't know this was a Gen Z
There's such a
conspiracy.
good TikTok. I have to find that. There's like a
Wait, so is
really
Stevie
solid
Wonder
TikTok about
blind?
this.
Is that real?
No,
We heard that he's not blind either.
It's fake, and everyone that knows him knows that
Look
he's
at this
fucking faking it.
Look at this fake bitch right here. Fuck her.
I can't right now.
She
gotta find
sees
this top tier
everything.
TikTok.
She's a fraud. Look at her. They're plotting their whole fucking deal right now. This was the meeting that started
Wait,
it all.
Chrissy, if I send you a video on Messenger,
Yes.
will you play it for me?
Of course.
Okay, this is
The
top tier
PKA
content. Play
podcast
this.
did a really
Keller
good
is
one on
liberal
this, by the way.
propaganda.
Yeah, just sent it
Wait, where'd you
Yeah.
send it to me?
on
Wait,
Twitter.
Are you saying
Twitter?
Helen Keller is liberal propaganda?
Ashton, it's not even. It's way deeper than that. This is like lizard people.
Nazi
you gotta
propaganda.
Yep.
watch the video
Helen Keller
Chrissy's about to put up.
Okay.
Wait, you're saying Helen Keller is Nazi propaganda?
Sure.
She's a shapeshifter. Okay,
Mm.
let's.
Gosh.
Okay. Just
Oh,
discovered
God.
a Gen Z TikTok and decided Helen Keller was a conspiracy. Don't even care if the Chinese government get all my info. It was worth downloading this app. And this is Helen Keller after dodging a punch. Oh boy.
Oh my god, I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not fine. What the fuck? You know, wait, that's not even it. Wait, let me find this video.
That was your great TikTok?
No, I've got a better one. That was the wrong one. Relax.
What about this one? Was it this one?
Yes, that one. Thank you.
Okay, because this
I'm
one
glad
kind
you
of looks
found
like
it.
you. Okay.
Conspiracy theory, I believe. Conspiracy
Oh
theory,
my
I
god.
believe.
Oh my.
Okay, first of all, she isn't dressed like a blind person, and she's posing for this photo. Like, if she were truly blind, she would be like, she would look fucking retarded.
Wait, so is she blind or actually blind? And like her teacher just used
No,
her?
she's
None of
blind
it's
and
true.
deaf,
She's a
but
fully
her-
functioning human.
I'm on the side that her teacher was the scammer and that she actually was blind and deaf, and her teacher just pretended that Helen Keller was actually able to operate on a cognitive level
Okay.
when she was not.
She's
So there's
looking at the
multiple
camera.
theories.
If you Google Helen Keller flew a plane, the first thing that comes up is in 1946, Keller and a companion traveled to Europe to speak on behalf of the American Foundation for the Overseas Blind. It was during this flight that Keller took control of the plane. Interviews with the pilot and crew reveal an incredibly confident woman flying a plane steadily and calmly. Don't tell me they're not taking the piss with us. Like, they're literally like, we can make up freaking anything and put it in your
Look,
history book.
This is her. She's having the fucking time of her life because she scammed everybody. She's like, haha, you idiots. I've been flying for years.
She did not.
Wait, so she actually blind and deaf, or
She is blind and deaf. They're just making
Yeah,
shit
right.
up for fun.
She can't. No, I think she's
the
functioning
propaganda
fully.
train is having too much creativity right now?
No,
Oh
Anne
my
Sullivan's the
gosh.
real scammer who benefited from all this, 100%.
Oh yeah, so
Was
like
that her
okay,
teacher?
so this is the
Yes.
conspiracy. Her teacher had like hardcore political beliefs that suddenly Helen Keller wrote a bunch of books on that completely coincided with all of her political beliefs.
Oh yeah, she was able to articulate speeches in real time using fucking hand signals. Like, do you know how hard it is to spell things out? Like, if you had to spell out something, it's like H-E-L-L. Do you really think she was able to articulate
And-
full-on speeches and complete college academic courses?
There
People
has never
nowadays
been
don't
a
fucking
Helen
do
Keller
that.
since. Anyone who has been
Yeah.
blind and deaf since has not achieved the same thing. So coincidentally,
Yeah.
when we had no technology to prove whether she was real or not, all of this totally happened. But not since
Exactly.
we've had more modern technology.
And the fact that they
Okay.
prioritize I don't know if they do this in Canada, Lauren, but in American education, they prioritize teaching this. It's like you learn 3 things at school. You learn about slavery, the Holocaust, and Helen Keller. That's what
That's
you learn
so
about in public
true.
school.
Yeah. That's so sad.
That's the only thing you'll ever remember from public
all
school.
living in a
I don't know
matrix
if any
that's
of
run by
this is
Helen
true,
Keller.
but I this is the Helen Keller conspiracy and the moon landing are the two that I'm really into.
Helen Keller caught the golden snitch, Lauren.
I sure, absolutely.
She
And
is
if
the
you
golden
deny
snitch.
it, if you
She
deny it,
is
you
the
hate
golden
you
snitch.
hate disabled people if you deny it.
Can I be both?
True. Facts. Facts.
Damn,
Helen
this
Keller
is a
shot
lot.
Abraham Lincoln. Prove me wrong.
Helen
Actually,
Keller
Mark.
killed George Floyd. Prove me wrong.
This is where I'm coming back in. I'm coming back into this.
I derailed it all. For you,
We
Lauren.
needed some time to process
I love
your
it.
mouth moving
I love
and
it.
Ashton's voice coming out.
That was fucked up, man. So it's all my bad.
I'm
It's
sorry
all my
I
bad.
possessed you, okay? I have this like paranormal
It's
activity
frightening.
thing where I just
I-
take over people's bodies.
I
Yeah.
had fun. I enjoyed it.
Lori,
And
what
I
were you
really-
saying?
Yeah, I was
before you
being
were demon possessed.
right.
Okay, what's your opinion on the moon landing?
Oh my god.
Why haven't we
Ooh.
been back since?
Right? Why are there no
Right.
TikToks on the moon?
And here's my theory, okay? Here's what I don't
Okay.
understand. If the fact that we can barely get bars here on Earth, okay, how are we able to Skype from the moon in 1960
Wait,
freaking
did
nine?
you say Skype from the moon?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we had Skype before StreamYard,
they
etc.
live
Zoom.
streamed from the moon.
Zoom from the moon.
So either the footage, and here's the thing, either the Skype wasn't real, or they here's the thing, you can't pre-film that and bring it down. That would ruin the footage, right?
So why
they
would it
must-
ruin? Wait, why would it ruin the footage?
Because you're coming down through the velocity. There was like some guy who tested this.
Wait, but the
where,
people came back allegedly.
Right, but here's the thing, they could
Why
have
wouldn't
been
the footage survive? If you're
Here's the-
making me defend the moon landing,
because
Ashton. Don't
the-
make me do this.
Oh,
because
God.
the film footage, the film they used back then wouldn't have been able to it would got messed up.
But how would the people survive, but not the footage?
I can tell you guys the
What
answer.
to do with how they develop the film?
Lori,
because it's
explain
right.
it, because this guy did a great experiment where by moving through velocity, the film would have gotten ruined.
Maybe
I can tell you guys the answer.
Okay,
Listen,
Lori.
guys,
Lori,
all that
finally.
matters.
Lori's
the only
the
thing that
science
matters.
person.
The only thing that matters is that we got a Rolex up there. That's it.
True.
We don't need to go back.
Wait, Lori's the science woman. What's
Right,
okay,
I can tell you the answer. I can tell you the answer.
Tell us.
So it's the same thing that just happened when Elon Musk sent his Tesla into space, and there were shots of it in space. It was the same thing. So there's the whole thing is that the pictures don't just come back instantly when they're shooting them from space, and it's not exactly a picture. It's a lot of data. It's data that's then translated into a visual representation, right? So there's this whole thing that's happening.
So Stanley Kubrick filmed it.
To make things more appealing. So yes, they film like other bits to show you like this is a simulation. Half the shit that you see is a simulation. It's not like the actual footage of it. And there isn't any actual footage because it's just data. So the whole thing is that it's a whole big mishmash of show. They film, show pieces to show you a simulation of what the data is saying. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
So I believe that maybe we were on the moon, but I don't think the footage that we see as like the moon footage is like actually on the moon. Like I actually think what happened was they had footage, they brought it back, it got messed up, and then Stanley Kubrick was hired.
Yes.
Lori, are you streaming in
What's
from
happening?
the moon currently?
I think what happened was we were on the moon and we came back and we had the footage. The footage got messed up, and so Stanley Kubrick had to refilm it in a studio.
Why couldn't they just go back to the moon?
That's another good point. That's a lot of jet fuel, I would think.
Oh, let's not get into jet fuel theories. YouTube doesn't
What if
like-
you left your
Oh,
cell
no.
phone on the moon? You would go back and get it.
Would you?
I would. I guess it depends how new your phone is.
That's the whole problem. That is definitely the
It
whole
probably would
problem.
float away. The moon landings were filmed in a TV studio.
I believe it, man.
No,
Have you
there's
seen,
no-
They're
have you
debunking
seen
the
2001
argument.
Space Odyssey?
telling you.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you.
Oh, lagging.
I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
It's
Oh my god.
She's Skyping us from the moon, you guys.
it's a mishmash like that.
She's proving it to us.
Oh my God.
She's proving it to us
Eh?
by streaming
Am I
our from the
lagging?
moon.
Poor Lori. Okay.
I gotta go.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh god. Well, Paul Blunt thinks this is already the best SimpCast ever. So thanks, Paul.
I'm just not
And I
seeing enough
also
cleavage.
I posted an article that was basically explaining why they think it was fake too. The second one I posted, basically, this guy
Uh-huh.
tweeted, says, then there's the I saw people in chat typing this. There's the Vin Diesel radiation belts, which NASA said cannot be penetrated. If you scroll down, there's a bunch of tweets in the thread. This guy simplifies it.
David Hughes. Well, he's a man, so
Yeah, we
he
gotta
must
listen
know.
to him.
Firstly, the moon is only available at night. And it takes 3 days to get to the moon, so the astro pilots would have had to time it so that they got to the moon at night. Otherwise, they just land on the sun and die.
Oh my.
Then there's the Vin Diesel radiation belts, which NASA have said cannot be penetrated. At last count, astrologers say there are between 10,000 and 400 billion stars between here and the moon, not to mention the big satellite used to give us telly. So any spaceship would collide with all that stuff if it tried going to the moon. Now let's look at the moon footage. There are 2 men walking on the surface of the moon, despite NASA saying that 3 men went there. I don't know about you, but I'm not traveling 3 days to get to the moon just to stay on the bus when we get there, unless I had a cold.
Unless I have a cold.
Further, henceforth, the astrology,
science.
the Astro Boys are on the moon at nighttime, and yet somehow there's a light source casting shadows. They're walking on the only nighttime space light. So how can that have shadows on it?
Plus, if the
True.
moon's a projection, you physically couldn't touch it. Like,
Ooh.
especially through the Vin Diesel belt.
Okay, I'm listening. We're supposed to believe they planted a flag on the surface when we know for a fact that the lack of gravity in space would have melted the pole. This guy's verified. He must know what he's talking about. In this 1996 interview with the New York Times, Armstrong claims that the expedition was for codes which didn't exist until nearly a year after the alleged moon landings. So, because he sucks dick at Mario Kart.
Mario.
Mario Kart.
Like, is it not Mario?
It's Mario.
It's Mario.
Mario.
What's the difference?
It's Mario. Well,
One's
Mario,
Italian.
Mario. It's Mario,
Wake
Mario.
up. It's all lies by Big Moon just to get us to buy more moon. Uh-oh, NASA. Half a tweet. Okay.
Did
That
you
was
like
good.
it?
I like that a lot. That was very bimbo-esque.
Have you heard the theory that the moon is actually just a space station for lizards?
Oh my.
What?
Yeah, that's like the lizard people myth. Is that the idea that there's lizards living inside the moon, watching us from the moon?
Damn.
Yeah.
Then who's living inside Hollow Earth?
Also lizards, I would think.
Or just Jews? Cesario. So we're going to see Chrissy cosplay at MegaCon. Ooh, yes.
What would you cosplay as?
It's a surprise. I ordered something from China.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we
Wait a
can't
minute.
tell anyone?
Wait, can
I
Anna
don't
and I
know.
help you get ready? Please?
Maybe.
We'll all get naked together in a room and help each other get ready.
Wow. Okay, so you didn't want to
don't
hook up
do
at the
that.
content house, but now you're all ready to go. Okay. I
Well,
see
no,
how it is,
hold
Ashton.
up. Getting naked in a
Call
room
Clint.
together is
He's
different.
crying.
Yeah, what about Clint? Is Clint has to clear this.
It's already cleared. It's for cosplay reasons. It's
Are you guys
different.
still dating?
Yes.
Okay.
He's sleeping right now, actually.
Oh. Is he like a sound sleeper?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you get boisterous, he won't wake up. From Wisco
Yeah.
Welder, you should get leftist dropout on CMP. She went from getting an ACAB tattoo to thinking that Darren Chauvin got too harsh of a punishment. She was on TPUSA spillover a while back. Wow, what would you do with an ACAB tattoo?
All carrots are bad.
See if you could turn it into a Tweety tattoo.
Tweety.
That's too bad. I had a dream. I've been having a lot of weird dreams lately. I had a dream that I woke up and I went and got a lot of tattoos at once. Like not just one, but got like 2 half sleeves and something on my chest, like willy-nilly. And I was like, that's crazy.
Were they cute?
No, they were like kind of hard.
Oh.
It was like kind of a harsh look. And then I had a dream last night that suddenly I was back in high school and I was in math class and it was like basically the end of the year. Like it was like a final exam was happening and like I had only been to the first class of the year. Like I didn't even buy the textbook. That's how much of a delinquent I was in this math class. And then I was like, oh shit, I had to like walk out of the class because clearly they're having a test that I don't know about. And I had to go to the office and I had to ask for a printout of my agenda. And the ladies in the office were like, okay.
Do you want to know what your dreams were about?
What do you think that means? Yes.
Okay.
Am I gay?
Okay. So I Googled it and I've been doing this lately because I barely remember my dreams and I had one, I Googled it and it was actually pretty accurate. But it says for dreams about getting tattoos, if you've been dreaming about getting a tattoo, it could represent your impulsive nature. You might have a silently fretting about a previous decision you made or how you may have treated people badly in the past in an impulsive moment. And then the dream about school, it says, dreaming about school points to feelings of inadequacy and anxieties about your ability. So they're both kind of like insecurity, fear, anxiety-based dreams, it seems like.
Ooh, that's me.
I have anxiety dreams too. Those are the only ones I remember.
The other dream I have all the time is that I'm in high school theater and it is literally the day of the play. Like the play is happening and I like just arrived on the scene and I'm asking around who has a script and people are looking at me like, what the fuck? I can't believe you're asking us for a script right now. The play is about to happen. And then I'm like, should I wing it? Should I pretend to know the play or should I just leave? And
That
I have
sounds
that
like
dream.
a feeling of being unprepared.
Yes.
Maybe it was about tonight and the audio issues.
Maybe. But Lori was not in my dream.
Have you ever had a dream that predicted the future? Like a precognitive dream? Premonition?
I mean, if I have, I guess the things haven't come true yet. Have you?
No, but I know someone who did. They had a dream about their something breaking, and then they woke up kind
hymen?
of upset about it. And no, like something expensive. And that most people
hymens
have.
are free. Okay.
And depends what country.
True.
And then a few days later, that dream came true. Later that week, the thing got dismantled and destroyed. So
whoa.
and I was with them when the dream happened, and I saw that it was fulfilled. So I have seen
It's
it,
so
but not for me.
cool. It's cool when people tell you that like you were in their dream. I mean, it could be creepy also, but I'm flattered. I'm always flattered when I can show up in someone's dream.
Have you ever done the thing where you get mad at your boyfriend for a dream you had?
Yes, I have in the past. Actually, yeah, and with the current one. It's just been a couple of years. Mikey Gessler says, you should invite Ryan Kinnell on this panel. He's fit for discussions like these. No, I feel like he would call us all dumb. Torgo the White. Hail Simpbait. Here's a nice topic for you. Do a search for a New York Post story on Malcolm McDonald from May 2nd. Prepare to be horrified. I sure was. What? Malcolm McDonald, New York Post. I don't. Oh, the guy with the penis falling off. Yeah, I think we covered that.
Story is
That was
wild.
a long time ago.
Mhm.
The guy that grew it back on his arm.
Yeah, but every time you read the articles, it's just like, oh yeah, so his penis fell off and now he's growing something on his arm. And it's like, wait, how did his penis just fall off out of nowhere? I don't understand. How does that just happen to you? He said he was at work and his penis just fell off.
One
Are there
guy's
no
penis.
signs?
One guy's penis fell off in New York because he shot it up with, I think, cocaine.
He injected his dick
He
with coke?
shot coke into his dick. Maybe he had big plans for his dick, like him and his dick wanted to get a lot done, or they had to get a lot of ideas out. But the
Yeah,
penis
we're talking
turned
about
black
this.
and fell off.
We're talking about penises turning black, falling off, and Lauren's having a full-on war on Twitter right now. What we're discussing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
should we-
sorry, I'm losing it on Twitter.
Are you at war with somebody about Helen Keller? Okay.
No. There's this guy named Ethan Ralph who's just kind of this.
Oh, God.
I know who that is.
Oh no.
We
What's
all
happening
know
with
who
him?
that is.
What's the tea, sis?
Okay, so like, I don't even know where to begin.
What's the tea?
Just go on Twitter.
Brittany, can you start?
If not, I can just play TikToks about the fake moon landing.
Basically, there's just been so much drama back and forth between him, Medicare, and Ricada. It's almost it's hard to even keep up with. You just see it on your timeline. There's never context, and you're like, I don't know what's going on here. And you just close the door and walk away. That's pretty much how it
I
goes.
have a summary for this because I have to live with
Give
this.
us Cliff Notes.
Okay, so Cliff Notes is Ethan Ralph is kind of batshit crazy. He had a show called The Kill Stream. He ended up turning on everyone and backstabbing all of his friends, trying to dox them, screw them over. He got into it with Nick because Nick laughed at him farting. And so he's just all out war. He did one stream where he was very drunk and he was just screaming for Medicare to come on. Medicare went on Matt Jarbo's channel, laughed at him. He came on. Matt Jarbo was like, dude, show us if you're false flagging. He's like, I had to show you my receipt, so show us yours. He dipped out and he's just been hardcore losing it even more.
Wait, I
what
thought
you're
Nick and
describing
Ethan
sounds
were
like
friends.
it sounds like you're talking about high school girls.
But instead it's I don't know how old they are, but full grown men.
Wait, so
That
I
should be an
thought Ethan
acronym.
Ralph and Nick Fuentes
FGM.
were friends because.
Oh, are we talking about Nick Fuentes or Rakeda?
When I said Nick, I guess I mean both. Technically, both. Yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
don't know
both
anything
kind of
about Fuentes. I just learning who that person is.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a whole other
This is a
drama
lot.
in
This is a lot
itself.
to- Does the chat know what's going on? Are you guys
And now
clued into
Ethan
this?
Ralph is going off on Lauren on Twitter, and she's firing
Oh,
back a little
no.
bit.
Dude,
here.
he's
I think
so insane.
I'm
He's
amazed
gonna
that you can
block
multitask.
Lauren mentioned the poop eating thing. I heard a little bit about that. I don't know.
Should we
like,
have
the
him
full
on, or would that
details.
just be a total shitstorm?
Let's not.
That
Let's-
was
okay.
pretty wild.
You'd make a lot of money in super
Okay,
chats.
so
but that's
basically,
up
I
to you.
don't care about that. I want to
whole
settle the
insane.
drama.
So what's happened is people have found out that a lot of the like groiper side of Twitter are being blackmailed
And a
to continue
groiper
being groipers.
is a
They're like
man
in
who
this-
doesn't like women.
Yeah, they're like
Is that a
guys that are like
MGTOW?
barred
Okay.
from liking women. Anyways, they found out that a lot of these guys are only staying in that community because they're basically being blackmailed with their doxes. And this is unfortunately how a lot of radical communities operate. It's like as soon as you say, hey, I'm not so comfortable being a part of this, I think it's a little crazy and I kind of want to return to the normal world.
I lived through it. I escaped.
All of the
There's a
people in
reason
these
my
dissident
header-
right groups will be like, we're going to call you a spy. We're going to call you, they're
We're
accusing
gonna
one
say
of the
you had
main guys.
abortions. We're gonna say you doxed people and
Yeah,
worked with Jared
yeah.
Holtz.
They'll make up a
Freaking
ton
crazy,
of lies
man.
about you and spread it and like excommunicate you from the cult. So this Ethan Ralph guy, I just literally all I tweeted was hell hath no fury like a cat boy scorned, because there's all this drama going on in that community. And Ethan Ralph tweeted it and he's like, aren't you an Antifa hope not hate spy? And this was a lie that was spread about me a few years ago because I managed to get out of kind of a similar cult dynamic. So yeah, that's the drama going on
That's
right
the
now.
thing
and
is
we're
all-
just going back and forth.
I feel more confused after you've
So
explained it.
these people, a lot of these people are really desperate to be relevant. Fame is pretty much like they're so obsessed with being relevant, they'll do whatever it takes to hurt other people and lie about other people to make sure you're basically stuck. And I've been blackmailed into a lot of, not specifically with Ethan Ralph, but people close to him have tried to blackmail me and spread lies about me. And all. I basically had a restraining order against someone and I had to flee a really bad situation.
Ooh,
but
exciting.
some of these people are just insane, man. Like they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. And this is just like what the internet does to people, is when you get so consumed by internet, it just drives you mad. And
Russell
I'm glad to
Hall
be out of it.
Says Ethan Ralph likes women. He made a sax tape.
Oh my
does.
gosh.
Okay.
I heard about that. Didn't he eat it or
Ooh,
something?
I would watch it.
Don't.
No.
Where can I watch it? Is it on
No.
rumble.com?
Just type in Ethan Ralph sex video.
Did
It's
he-
literally
Really?
did he eat
It comes
poop in
up?
it?
yeah.
Did
So
he
it's
eat poop?
I didn't
Wait a
see
second,
the poop.
wait a
The only
second.
one
Is
that
this a
I
thing?
saw. Yes. I got shamed into watching it on Flashcast.
Oh my god!
But
Oh my god! Oh my
it's just
god!
his baby mama. It's it's reverse cowgirl, but he's filming it, so you just see how small his dick is.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Where is it? Why do I keep clicking on links? Why do I not want to see it? But I do want to see it. Ah! Hold on. Ah! Oh no! It's right there. Oh no! Oh, it looks like he's thumbing an asshole. Oh my god! He also hasn't cleaned his room. Look how! Oh my god! I can't show this, can I?
No, please don't. No.
I only want to show for how cluttered this room is.
No.
Damn it! I wish
please
there was a
don't.
way I could show this that didn't involve nudity.
Oh god.
There
You can
appears
always
to be.
Screenshot it and scratch it out.
Damn. You know, like when accountants carry these big brown folders, like during tax season, with a big like rubber band around it, like an accordion folder. It looks like one of those is in the background. It's just very cluttered. Oh, I'm really. Can I submit this to hoarders? This whole sex tape. It's 10 seconds long.
Well, there's a part. I haven't seen it, but there's people keep making fun
I
of this
can't
part.
stop watching it. Okay, I'm done. I'm clicking
Every
off.
time I hear about this tape, I keep hearing. Apparently, supposedly, he sticks his thumb in the girl's butt, sniffs it, and licks his thumb.
Isn't that a
so
nursery
that's the
rhyme?
origin of
Isn't
why
that a-
people keep mentioning shit. Okay.
Isn't that a nursery rhyme? Like the little boy who sticks his thumb in a pie?
God.
My grandma would know that reference. Okay. She's dead too. Okay. Damn.
I can't believe you just watched that. Ew.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I was really more concerned about the room. I was ready to call Marie Kondo. I'm like, let's tidy up this shit. No pun intended. Okay, wow. All right. Here we go. Anna's Flabby Arm says Ethan loves women. He finds them in high schools. Yellow Flash Twitter itself in Germany agrees. Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just finding himself. Dan Halen says we're going through drama about people some don't know, and we have Lauren and Ashton on. I've seen this one before. Break out the notepad. Oh yeah, maybe Lauren needs to make another chart.
Oh, dude, this chart would be too big. Honestly. I'm gonna need more wine. I'll be right back.
Arceon, is Lauren a flat earther too? I would say maybe, but I'll ask her again when she gets back. Clef the Misfit, I'm going to MegaCon 2 on Sunday. I really want to meet Gina and all the anime voice actors I've grown up watching. Hope to meet y'all there.
That's so cool.
That is cool. Okay, Lauren, Arceon wants to know if you're a flat earther.
I can be. I don't know. I'll have to watch some videos.
I can be if you want me to.
I love those people that they'll be like radically right wing and then they'll watch 2 minutes of left wing videos and then they fall down the pipeline or the far left, and any conspiracy video they watch, suddenly they believe in that. I think that's an exciting life to live.
Lauren,
live fast.
Why were you attacking me this way? What are you doing?
Is that you?
No. It took a long time. I would say I'm pretty neutral in everything at this point. I'm just open-minded to other perspectives is what I am.
It sounds like you're very groomable, Ashton.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, I was, actually. I was very groomable. That's what they did to me.
Groomability.
A few years ago.
It's all right. We'll grow out of it. Okay, K-Max, I will ask a serious question, not probably asked on the SimpCast before. What was you all's favorite subject in school and why? Ooh.
Art.
Definitely art. Studio art. Mr. Gamache was so hot, but like I would have hooked up with him, but he was married and it wasn't like that. It was a professional relationship. But he was fucking awesome because he would look at a painting that you did and go, "Oh, this reminds me of Botero. This reminds me of Kandinsky or whatever." And he would reference like a more famous artist, and then you would be like inspired to go look at their work. It was really cool. Like he would like he made you feel like he was really like looking at what you made and being thoughtful about it. And also
Lunch
it was
was
like
also
my
a good
best
one.
subject. Lunch, yeah.
I liked history and math a lot.
Why? History and English.
Why?
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 Why to what? I mean,
Why did you
Why
like
did
them?
you like history and math in particular?
Oh, so I liked history just because, I don't know, I've always really been interested in history, and math is just one of those things where I've always been kind of intrigued by numbers. I kind of get a kick out of adding things and putting things together and solving problems. I also like literature a lot, but it depends on the literature. I feel like sometimes the literature is really boring, sometimes it's really good. It really just depends on what we're reading.
Cool. So me and Ashton are total opposites.
Yeah.
I like special ed.
What?
Yeah, it's my favorite class, special ed. It's basically art class.
I liked gym because if you just wanted to be like a lazy bitch, you could just be like, "Oh, I forgot my clothes," and then you could just walk around the track in your jeans.
Yeah. Or like
I
put
liked
on the
gym.
stinky gym clothes you had in your locker for like a fucking month because it's a
Oh
pain in
my
the ass to take
God.
it home, wash it. and then-
Nobody washed their gym clothes. They would
For
be
real,
like
nobody.
wrinkly
I
as
never-
fuck.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
I hated gym.
That's one of my dreams is that I go to this gym locker and I'm like in a locker room looking for my gym locker. Oh my God. Why do I keep having a gym locker dream? Weird. Maybe I was
I
touched.
love gym.
Okay. Gym is awesome. I like to climb the rope. And I like the V-sit reach. I liked all of it.
See, I was never good at gym. I never liked it. All the people were mean in gym.
Oh.
Yeah. I was a weird kid. But
Who just meowed? Is that Lori?
That was my cat. I don't know how we could hear that fucker. He's deaf, so he can't control how loud he is. But
Oh, like Helen Keller, supposedly.
no, my cat's actually deaf, and he actually is retarded. So
Has he ever flown a plane by himself? Like Helen
No,
Keller?
That dumbest can't even walk straight.
Aw. Lauren, what was your favorite subject?
In what?
School.
I'm so sorry. I accidentally got into a Twitter war while on your show. Please forgive me, Chrissy. I love
Oopsie.
you.
It's okay. It happens.
My favorite subject in school was history. I enjoyed history. Yeah. Although I'm really glad
guys
that
are
none
like-
of my assignments continue to exist to this day. We had an assignment in school where you had to dress up like Hitler in history, grade 12.
Fun!
And you had to film a video of yourself giving a speech. And I constantly think about that video and thank God that it somehow didn't make its way to the internet.
Did you have to like eyeliner a mustache on? Like how did you do the mustache?
Like the whole ordeal.
Wait, and that was allowed in Canadian schools?
I don't know what was going on in my school.
Was blackface encouraged in your school too? Like, what was going on in Canada, man?
No, like I had social justice class in grade 12 as well, but my history teacher, like you could choose whoever you wanted to dress up as, but you had to get into the mind of a dictator for the assignment. So you could be Mussolini, you could be Hitler, you could be Mao or whatever.
Gosh.
But either way, I'd be getting in some serious trouble if that video.
What a
leaked today.
strange assignment.
That sounds fun.
What's
Here
your
I was
thinking
those
the
teachers
two-party
that try to
system
make
is
it
rigged.
creative and fun. for you to
Yeah,
get
dressing
into
up
it.
is always fun.
Did anyone here who went to an American school, did you have to fill out like a quiz in high school or junior high, basically to find out whether you were a Democrat or Republican? I remember like being in that class and really not liking it because I was like, what if I'm not either? And my teacher was just very much like, you have to be either one. You can't be, a different. And I was just like, oh, okay. And like as a
That's
kid.
autistic.
Yeah, once you realize that everyone is insane, like you guys are adults now, so you all know everyone's insane around you, right? It gets really
least on this show.
concerning the amount of power teachers have over students, especially when students think they are reasonable, sane human beings. No one is sane. So the fact that you can just have like this psych ward of people teaching a bunch of young, vulnerable individuals,
It was crazy.
is terrifying.
True. Mr. Gamache could have completely taken advantage of me and I would have let him. Gladly.
Like this teacher, she was like saying things like, if you own a gun, then you're a right winger. If you hate gay people, then you're a right winger. Like she would just say things like that. And like, this is before I kind of called myself anything. I was more so libertarian at the time. And I was really bothered by it because I don't know, it felt obviously biased. And I also just felt like it was almost like you had to be either or, which is kind of how I feel about politics now. But I just wonder if anyone else had to take that weird quiz to find out whether they were left or right, Republican or Democrat. I didn't really know what was going on, but I didn't like it.
No, that wasn't actually allowed at my school.
It
Sounds
shouldn't
scary.
be allowed. And like you
Sounds
had
like
to
you
put
were
your
politically
results-
violated. Yeah.
You had to put like your results on the whiteboard in front of everyone, and so
Oh
like
my
everyone had this
God.
idea.
What is
that,
this
like,
humiliation ritual? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did you go to school?
Hollywood?
Alhambra High School, Martinez, because my parents wouldn't let me go to Berkeley High.
Where is that, California?
Yeah. So Ashton and I are both from Northern California, but that's funny because I think how far away it is. I only live like an hour and a half away from where Ashton grew up, and they were super like, your privacy. You don't have to say what you.
Was it Central California more so?
Yeah.
See, the Bay Area is whack, man. I was born and raised in Berkeley, and then my parents, when they got divorced, my mom was like, Ashton's gonna have to go to Alhambra because I don't like Berkeley High. So I ended up moving to like this town 20 minutes outside of Berkeley for high school. And like the culture there was like just a bunch of kids who desperately wanted to be as liberal as possible because I guess their parents were more conservative. So I just remember like having to do that quiz and all these kids just smacked themselves in the Democrat area because they didn't want people to get the idea that they were somehow anti-gay or do you know what I'm saying? Like the teacher was really harping on people. And that's kind of like what made me realize just how, kind of messed up the whole two-party system thing is.
And that's how Ashton ended up online.
Yep.
Aww.
It's funny.
I just just me.
You would have liked my high school because teachers would get in trouble if they tried to push their ideology onto you. Like my French teacher. Yeah, my French teacher. It wasn't that. I mean, you could tell he was Mormon, and he was. I think
he hot?
super. Oh God, no, he was old. But he was explaining something about how like points of views and stuff, and there was like a chick in my class who's a ginger, no soul.
Was he actually French? Because I had a French teacher
No,
who was
no,
pretty
no.
great too, and she was from France. Oh, okay.
No, he learned it. He was stationed there when he was younger, so he learned it, and he was just teaching us. But no, one chick, she was like super, super liberal, and she like had a fucking bitch fit in the middle of class just because he was explaining something, which it didn't have anything to do with the lesson. It didn't have anything to do with politics. He was just explaining how stuff in France is different than stuff in America and how our Constitution works. And she like thought that he was giving like a Republican speech and had a fucking bitch fit.
He was like, blah, 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 croissants. Blah,
Well,
blah,
it was in
blah.
English. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, but she threw a bitch fit and he got in trouble for it, but then she also got in trouble for political shit. So it's just, I like that, because even though I'm from California and everyone says it's California, it's like, I like that I had a very, it was pretty much keep your personal opinions to yourself. This is just the facts of
that
it.
seems rare these days.
Yeah, I mean, my stat teacher, my statistics teacher is pretty cool. He basically taught everybody like why about taxes and whatnot in his classroom. But he was kind of like that too. Like I remember one girl went on a rant about like something liberal or whatever, and he kind of like just smacked her down with the whole anti-taxes thing. But again, back then I wasn't necessarily liberal or conservative. I was kind of more so just like a kid who hated the government. And then in college, I became like a libertarian and more so conservative. But that's the thing is, I don't think they should be teaching telling kids, like almost bullying them into being a certain side or a certain bias.
Because you haven't fucking lived yet.
Well,
Yeah.
they basically groom them nowadays, especially in the younger grades, into being LGBT. Oh,
Mhm.
did you know you're actually gay and not your gender? And it's like they have no qualifications to do any of this. Teachers in general are kind of like journalists. They're on the list of people who are entitled and don't know how to do their job properly.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing though, it's not just teachers, like it's not just the left either. The right wing does it too, because I feel like I was heavily groomed by a lot of people who kind of took advantage of my situation back in like 2016, 2017. But overall, I think people should just be encouraged to just open up their mind to different perspectives and not have to stick to one label. That's the thing, because none of us really are like politically or morally or religiously stuck in one box. I think we all have ideas that go nuanced and are pretty gray. And we're, I just think people just shouldn't be quick to label themselves in general.
Yeah. Hunter Vogt says that is asking if we saw Jared Leto. He looked weird. I did not see him.
He looks absolutely insane.
Love Chrissy and Brittany too.
But not as much.
Not as much, clearly. Patrick T, bunch of emojis. Artist. Oh, that's probably for Anna.
It's the eye project.
Oh, the eye.
Thank
Yes,
you.
send Anna your
Wait,
eyes.
you fucker haven't sent it to me. Brittany's the only one that did it.
All right, I need to send it. I need to wash my makeup off and send you eye pics. Stew
Thank
balls.
you.
Hopefully Frank went through the calendar with both hands. Oh yeah, we went through it. There should be a surrogate Mother's Day. Oh, like if you carry a baby for someone else. Sure.
I'm a stepmom. Does that count?
Why can't that? Yeah, I'm a step girlfriend. Where's my fucking day? Why can't the white models just wear blackface? I always ask myself that question. Matt Deckard says, here's $199 toward your handmade outfits. Russell Hall. They spend a ton of money giving out free condoms with pamphlets. I don't understand why they can't just give away free coat hangers. Oh, God. Sanador Night. Old off topic for Lauren. What's the latest with the South African farmers? What's up with your farmers?
What's up with the farmers? Things have gotten ostensibly worse over time, it seems. Last I checked, there were mass riots going on in the country, mass looting. Obviously, the rand has rapidly lost its value. People still getting murdered all over the place. No investigation. Although there has been investigations. I have to look up the organization into the EFF's calls for killing the boar as potentially racist actions from a political party I've seen, and I know that's an
what color are the boar?
Phase. They're the white people there. The
I think with the animals. I'm behind.
No, Yeah, so the white South African population have been constantly targeted by groups like the Economic Freedom Fighters, is what they call themselves. They sing a song called "Kill, Shoot the Boer." You can find videos of this political party with actual representatives in their government singing for the killing of these white people. And there's just begun an investigation into that being like race-based political attacks against a group of people. So hopefully that'll come to something. But honestly, my advice to you is if you're white and in South Africa, get the hell out of there. There's just no future for you there, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm Googling pictures of boar, and I'm getting some animals.
No. B-O-E-R. Yeah, boar, South Africa.
Is this a boar? People. This is a boar goat.
That's a goat.
It means Dutch South African.
Oh.
Yeah. How does that translate to? Is that just their word
This is a
for
boar
it?
bowl.
It's yeah.
Just
it's
type in
South
South
African. Question. So there's Afrikaners and there's Boer. Afrikaners directly translates to African, and thus refers to all Afrikaans people in Africa who have the originals, who have their origins in Cape County. Boer is a specific group within the larger Afrikaans-speaking population who are Dutch.
Okay. Is this a? Now I'm getting the dinka dinka dance. This is not what I wanted.
Bro, I don't know.
No, now I'm just getting regular African.
I ate dinner, but this wine really hit. And now I'm going wild on Twitter, and I know I'm going to wake up and look at my Twitter account and be like, oh no.
Well, yeah, you just said you're going to do an expose on the dissonant right cult. I'm interested in hearing
Well, I guess I've got to do that now. Should be fun. Dude, I got to be real. There's so much I haven't said. Like, I got heaps and piles of things I haven't said. I don't like drama, but there's so many of these people.
You gotta like speak up.
This is the drama cast.
Yeah, I don't like drama, but it's at the point where I watched this thing. What is it called? Keno Casino. Did you?
Oh my gosh, Andy.
Wait. A casino where everyone's on keto? I'm listening.
All I heard about was cum stained sofas. That's all my takeaway from
this Andy Worski guy, Jaden McNeil, and then this other dude, and they were talking about how all these young men are being brought into this movement where they're told to hate women and kind of being blackmailed and doxxed if they leave, and it's ruining their lives. And it actually looked like I was really happy that people were exposing that, because there are so many young men getting invited into the dissident right, having their freaking lives destroyed, never being able to get a successful relationship with a woman, never getting married, never doing the things that so many right-wingers say is like the thing to do, because they're being told to hate women and like hate being normal and just constantly shitpost online. And I really appreciated like the guys that were calling that out and saying this is actually really unhealthy. And there's a lot of like young, teenage men, early 20s men being taken advantage of for their money and their like hearts, and they truly believe they're saving the world. And I really appreciated people calling that out and potentially saving like lives and futures with that. And maybe I should have talked about a lot of the stuff that I went through earlier, and I kind of regret that. But there's a lot of cult-like dynamics in the dissident right, like a lot of cult-like dynamics. Yeah, like I got lied about so much. Literally, not even because I said I was going to go after anyone. I was like, you know what? You guys keep doing your weird like Epstein shit, and I'm going to leave, and I don't want anything to do with you people. I'm not even going to say anything. And they felt the need to destroy me because I knew too much.
Lauren, I am so glad you're saying this, because every time I talk about how there was a right-wing casting couch and how so many girls were assaulted and how so many girls were groomed and abused and how people like me who lost their entire family were taken advantage of because we'll be your new. And Lauren, here's the thing, Lauren can vouch for me because she witnessed what I went through. So many people come after me and call me crazy, and maybe people can say whatever they want. They can say I'm crazy, whatever, but you can't deny that there's something really sketchy going on, and everything about Andrew Tate being revealed. So much more is going to come out. So I am just really happy.
Dude, people are fucking human trafficking in the right wing. People are complicit in this shit.
Thank you.
There is so much going on behind the scenes that is sick and broken. And if they are terrified of people like me who know about it, they're terrified of me speaking up. And the only reason
Lauren,
I haven't spoken up
make a documentary
is because they have threatened my fucking family. So I have not spoken up, and I probably should.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Anyways,
here's the thing. I keep getting calls from like journalists and whatnot who want me to come forward with my assault story. Who I've been really private about certain names and whatnot. And the thing is, I have thought about going public with my story because I have gone to the police. I have made reports on what happened to me. But the thing is, I think I'm also in a position where I'm afraid the public is just not going to react well to it because people are going to, how to explain this, Lauren, where if you are in a position where you have no family, you won't really have friends back home to rely on anymore. Your entire community is now this right-wing internet cesspool, and they have assaulted you. They've basically made you change what you wear, how to eat. Basically, your entire identity has been completely washed over by these people who want you to be like sort of a cartoon character. And, you know, it's gone to the point where one of the businesses assaulted you, you know, and you're in a position where you have nowhere else to go. You have nothing to do. So now I'm finally in a place of like freedom. I would like to come forward. I have been, you know, contacted by a lot of people recently to come forward, but it's just one of those things where one, I'm finally out of the situation, so I'm kind of free. But two, I feel obligated to talk about it. But at the same time, I don't think people would react well to it. It's a really scary position that I'm in.
Yeah, it's a tough spot you're in. My advice to people has always been go to the police. Like, it's hard to go to.
Well, that's what I did. I did go to the police. There are reports on it. But the problem is that a lot of people think, oh, like, here's the thing. I have this like idea that, oh, well, if I go to the police, then, everything's going to be solved because these people who claim they're hated by the government and that they're in danger from the government, it's absolute BS because some of these people that you look up to, your favorite pundits, have a lot of money and a lot of power, a lot more power than they will admit, and the police will just brush the case under the rug. Like, do nothing. So it's just one of those things where a lot of people you think are being attacked by the government or losing power. It's not true. They have tons of power because they have tons of money to cover things up.
Well, you guys know what they say. If you're not part of the final solution, you're part of the problem. I think that's how the saying goes.
My dad would think that was funny because he's German.
Okay, yeah, let's move on.
Who's Andrew Tate? Wow, I'm so behind. I thought the comedy community was a bunch of degenerates.
Yeah, you know what? The thing is, there's drama like this in everyone's community for sure. I just think like the 2016 era, like conservatives got so deep in the drama. It's like too much to unpack. That's part of the reason I've never unpacked it because I'm just like, holy shit, I don't even know where to begin with this. But yeah, what was your next topic, Chrissy? That was funny.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a video on this. I'll do a video on this, so I swear I'm not just like, oh, okay, let's just like cover that up and leave that. I'll talk about it. I just I'm gonna need some time to think when I'm not.
You were right, by the way, with the language thing, because that's actually one of the defining characteristics of a cult is like they have their own language. Similarly, how Twitch is a cult, I can definitely see the dissident right in some areas, being a cult because like they have their own terminology they use as well, their own language, the way they talk, especially the ones that are super online. They can't turn it off. All they can do is talk in memes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. The stairs are free. I'm not sure what that was about, but thank you. Junior, the technical difficulties. Oh, right. The technical difficulties tonight have been amazing. Yeah, I think Lori's going to try to come back. I've been messaging with her. She said she's just a liability at this point. Hunter says, what if many of the historical figures that we learn about in school were really actually frauds and that the majority of quote unquote facts surrounding them are actually completely made up? Just saying. I mean, yeah, that could be entirely possible and we'd have no way to refute that. Jace Washelbach. I go to Newport Beach to see my daughter. I'm watching your show while waiting for drinks at Muldoon's. And what does she say? Dad, you can't watch that in here. Haha. Here's the support. Love you all. Oh my God. How old is your daughter?
Quick, someone scream the N-word.
I know exactly where that is too.
But wait, Lauren. Oh, sorry. You're still reading super chats.
Yeah, I have like a couple.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Will the chat be invited into the naked room? Maybe.
Oh.
Tier 5 subs.
Brittany makes the only. Oh, by the way, I figured out YouTube has this member thing that you can do like badges and shit. So I think I'm gonna have that going next week and like different emojis and stuff.
That's exciting.
I'm learning. I squat with Amber Heard says Brittany makes the only point that really matters regarding the moon landing. Muhammad destroyed it and turned it into a projection, so you can't go there. Interesting.
I think, yeah, the moon's flat.
I think it's possible. Like, why don't we have new moon content?
And you'd think there would be a single country that would be like, we want to be the second to the moon, right?
Yeah.
That would be a big achievement, especially when the
Right?
technology is way more advanced
That's so
now. It would
true.
be way easier to do it now. Come on.
Right. Or we could be like the fastest to the moon, or we got to the moon better.
The most babies on
we
the moon.
sent more people.
Yeah.
What about like we
Fucking-
sent the first woman to the moon? Like China, that
Kendall
would be a great
Jenner
thing to do,
in
right?
a bikini on the moon.
Mhm.
Why do I have to be the
super
one to think of
easy
these
now.
ideas?
We
Yeah.
didn't have any. We have more technology in our cell
Content.
phone
Someone
than they
just
had.
commented. Chrissy, someone just commented Content House 2 on the moon.
Content moon. Yes, let's book it.
I would go to
Right?
that one.
I would do a content moon. Bruce Maximus, am I on drugs? This moon landing thread makes me feel like I'm on drugs. It's okay, Bruce. It's that kind of a day. Aaron Howard, hey Chrissy, I just bought my ticket for your May 27th show. Yay! Cannot wait to see you live. Also, hi Brittany, I will always simp for you.
That's accurate. I believe him.
Patrick T, more artist emojis. Anna is the best. Cesar John, the moon is made of cheese. Wallace and Gromit proved it. Oh, that was a great show. Real talk, did Hunter Thompson make a snuff film? I don't know about that. That sounds like a question for a historian.
Wait, I have a positive question for Lauren, actually.
Okay.
Okay, so who's like, in terms of the right sphere, who's like your favorite person? Like someone who's actually not one of the bad guys?
Who's
yeah.
someone who's not a bad guy.
Could you
Let
pick
me
a
think about
couple?
that for a minute.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna take a minute.
Oh no,
Like,
really?
give us the most normal
Yeah.
one.
Really? Even my favorite wholesome looking
It's always the
right-wing-ish
wholesome
guy.
guys who are the biggest
You know who's
creeps.
Yeah.
you know who's really normal and wholesome is actual Justice Warrior.
Who is that?
AJW? No? Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
there's-
right now,
AJW?
Chrissy,
There's
it's always
no one-
the dads. It's always the dads who end up being like the freaking creepers and the people.
Who are you
It's,
talking about? Like, say
you'll
an
find
initial.
out soon.
Wait, no, Brittany Venti is my favorite. Brittany Venti is
thank
my
you.
favorite normal person from the
Oh.
original Dissident Right. And this is what's unfortunately this is what's unfortunate is there's like a lot of ideas they had that were good, that were decent, that needed to be talked about, but because it was a Dissident Right was something that was unpopular, a lot of people just joined it by default because they were already rejected by society for good reason in some cases, because they were actually just assholes and idiots. And so they got rejected by society and they're like, well, guess I'll join the Dissident Right and become a spokesperson for it because I have nothing left to lose. Whereas what you want are people that are actually good people that have standing in society, that have things they've worked towards and built up, that are like, you know what? I think these ideas are good enough that I'm going to sacrifice these things that I had in normal society to join this dissident community, not just a bunch of rejects that were rejects in the first place and have nothing to lose, nothing to bring to the table, nothing, you know, no skin in the game. That was the problem the Dissident Right had, is they just took a bunch of people at the value that they were willing to say edgy things. So when I see 1,000 people in my comments saying, oh, Lauren, you're just like a whore reject, this, that, and the other, I don't care because you have no skin in the game. You have nothing in society. You were literally a part of the right or the Dissident Right just because you are a reject. I care about the people that have families, that have good relationships. I got a lot of people that follow and support my work that are like really normal, decent people that just think there are good ideas on the right. Those are the people I'm interested in, not the people that are just a part of it because they were rejects anyways.
And by dissident right, do you mean very right? Like, what's the difference between that and regular right?
Yeah, I guess
The
the
pundits.
alt-right doesn't really exist anymore, so I think a lot of people call it the Dissident Right.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Lori's back.
Yeah.
Can I just-
Yeah, I'm not even
Lauren,
fucking
you
around.
came back.
What are you
Lauren,
drinking? Like a White Claw? You've gone through the fucking bottle of red, and now you're drinking a White Claw.
Listen, I only had a bit left in the red. I'm drinking a vodka soda. We're trying not to gain weight here, okay? We're keeping slim by drinking vodka sodas with no sugar in them.
I'm drinking these High Noons, which are
Just wondering.
okay. They're not better than Truly's
But-
as of yet.
Everyone
far.
who's like going after
That shit
Lauren in the
sucks. Drink
comments-
alcohol.
Everyone
It
is
is
going
alcohol.
after Lauren in the comments saying like, "Oh, you wouldn't know, Lauren. You wouldn't know." What do you mean we wouldn't know? We were there at the protest. We were the one hobnobbing and bumping elbows with these people.
I was
we
the
know-
one getting arrested. I'm banned from countries.
Here's the
What
thing.
did you do?
Here's the thing. Lauren and I are the one who met these jerks that you guys continue to praise. We're the one who met these grifters and these people who are stealing your money. Like, we met these people. They're not good people. So I understand you may love them because of what you see on the internet. You donate a lot of money to them. Lauren and I are here to tell you, we know these people personally. Stop doing it. Like, we actually met these people and they're not good people. So instead of telling us, what? I'm sorry.
You actually met these people.
Yeah, we actually know who these people are.
Someone's
like, you just
asking
know
me, are
of
you
them.
writing off all men in the dissident right? No, not all of them. Just
Yeah.
unfortunately a lot of leaders. And there's women too that are problems, obviously. You failed to leave out. They were marginalized, fired, and lost friends. Unfortunately, a lot of them, that was their own doing, quite frankly. Anyways,
Like, we've been in a room with Andrew Tate. He's not a good person. I'm
gonna do a video on all this stuff. Don't worry about it. And here's the wonderful thing. Here's the beautiful thing about being canceled by everyone. Like, I'm canceled by the right. I'm canceled by the left. They've called me every name in the book. I'm a.
What about the middle?
What
is the middle?
All of them. All of them.
Oh.
They all hate me, and it's wonderful because, as Janis Joplin says, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose, my friends.
Yep.
Nothing left to lose. So
That's
I
a
got
good quote.
lots of interesting stuff
Then
to say.
she died.
And then then I got shot. Oops.
I thought she OD'd.
Losing it. Oh, wait, no. I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get shot.
No, I was talking about Janice.
You and Elon. He just tweeted about that. He was like,
Yeah.
if something happens to me, just so you know, I didn't kill myself.
And his mom is like, that's not
Oh
funny.
God, really?
I want to know
Yes.
what Elon Musk is
Yes,
up to.
Brittany.
He has a
That's a
lot.
good
He has
story
a lot
right
to
there.
lose. Elon Musk
The
has a
important
lot
thing
to
is
lose.
Hunter Biden's online password was revealed for his MacBook. Remember Hunter's laptop? Is anyone talking about Hunter's weird fucking like he's literally two-faced? Like if you put your hand over Hunter Biden's face on one side, he's smiling, and if you move to the other side, he's like cringing, frowning. Are people talking about this, or is it just me? Does
I
he have?
see
Did
it. The
he have a
smile is
mini
literally
stroke?
like this.
Is this
Yeah.
a real picture or is this a Photoshop of them both?
No, this is Daily Wire. This better be a real picture.
This looks weird. Why does it look so weird? Am I just drunk or are they like looking
Because
off as
this
hell?
is what I've heard about faces. There's face reading, and actually one side of your face is like the honest you, and the other side of the face is like the you that you're trying to show to the world. So I wonder like what side of his face, like I wonder if his real human face is the one that's kind of sad, frowning.
Well,
He's
everyone
having a
has a happy
stroke.
side. One side is like smiling a little bit more, and like your eye will be a little bit higher.
Yeah, and the other like his other eye looks like afraid. Anyway, the point is that Hunter Biden's password was revealed, and it was anal fuck 69.
Damn.
I'm guessing the repairsman just guessed that one.
He probably had a post-it underneath his laptop that said the password on it, like we all do.
And he wrote that out. So you're about to give your laptop to someone. You whip out the post-it notes and you're like, all right, here's my password. Anal fuck 69. Here you go. Like, what kind of person does that?
Do you guys have crazy passwords? Well, this is probably a bad conversation to have.
Okay, mine's actually pretty bad. Mine's actually in the same vein, but I didn't make it. It's something like I love pee-pee. It's something of that vein.
Something silly.
But I
Alright,
didn't
logging
make
into
it.
all your accounts right now.
I love pee-pee.
Well, they don't call me dick motivated for
Yeah,
nothing.
this is a bad conversation to have on a show. What's the craziest podcast? What's the craziest password you have currently?
What's your mom's maiden name?
Trick question. Yeah. Like your first date is like just all your password questions. Bobby Bob Keller was a time traveler who time traveled to kill Floyd and then went
So
back
true.
and convinced the government to fake a moon landing as a distraction while she went to Mars to set up a future colony for Elon.
So
well, there you have
true.
it.
Yeah, let's
So
talk
true.
it. But say it
Russell
again.
Hall-
Say it again.
It went away. That
Oh, wow.
Helen Keller was a time traveler who was sent here to kill George Floyd, and then
Well, yeah.
set up. Are you drunk, Lori?
Checks
You got-
out. Checks out.
I told Lori, I'm like, don't worry about it, girl. Just get drunk with me.
And Ashton's gone. What's happening to this show?
Ashton got yeeted. They killed her. They killed her for saying too much.
Oh
honestly.
no! Anna's gone. What's happening?
They killed them all. I'm about to get shot. I'm getting my shotgun. All right.
I tried to explain the whole.
Oh, Lauren with the guns when she's drinking.
You know, I tried to explain the whole
I
thing.
was worried that because Anna's not into politics, and I'm like, this is too much politics talk for Anna. I feel like she's gonna tap out. Maybe she tapped out.
Apparently, you're not allowed to have guns on stream. I just found this out the other day.
What?
I was
You've
gonna
done
bring
that.
my gun on screen. Yeah, so I had to delete my stream because apparently you get banned if you bring a gun on a live stream on YouTube. You're allowed to have them in a video,
no.
but I think it's to prevent mass shootings from happening on live, which doesn't make sense because anyone who's
Who would
actually adhering to the rule is probably going to kill themselves at the end of mass shooting or get killed, so they won't care about having their channel
and
banned.
remember,
oh no, I can't go to mass shooting now. The TOS said so.
And remember, ask your doctor if a mass shooting is right for you. We can't be out here.
Yeah, it makes no
advice.
sense to me because it's like, okay, you bring a gun on live stream. Never mind, I forgot what I was saying. Don't worry about it.
Okay. It's okay.
I would just like to say I
I'll
came back on non-video to make sure I said, Chrissy, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, Lori, though, don't leave.
I'm
Unless you wanna
so
leave.
sorry. I mean,
Don't be sorry. It's okay. This is a little bit of a shit show tonight. I want to make sure I'm getting to. Oh, okay. Star Wars' mom called her.
She's
It's
coming
Mother's
back.
Day.
She's like me. She's coming back like me.
She better come back.
She's like
no
a
pressure
little
though.
figure.
Will Howe is asking,
yes.
did Lauren record that conversation with Paul Joseph Watson, and has Will Ashton speak with Destiny?
That wasn't me, but I do actually know the person who did record it.
Who is Paul Joseph Watson? Is he someone I should care about?
No.
Conversion?
Okay.
Oh my God. That's
What's- what
hilarious. I
what are
love
they
it
talking
all.
Oh, right. Conversion. Right. Is someone converted?
No,
Okay.
I mean, Lauren's right. I mean, he has his point of view, and it's been successful for him.
Is he an alt-right person?
He's a very alt-right person. Yes,
Okay.
completely. He's at Prison Planet on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
He used to work with
Wow.
Alex Jones.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if he still does.
he's been fun. He's fun. He's got Summit News now.
Okay. As long as he's
He's a
fun.
little wild. Sometimes he would just go in my chat and just start like, he'll be nice one second, then he's just mean the next, like talking about how I own.
Paul
chat
Joseph
or
Watson
something.
has severe mental issues. Severe. That's
What's
what it is for
wrong?
me.
Like OCD?
No, like he's like psychotic. Like he's
Lori's
really just weird.
Oh, we lost Lori. I thought she
I don't
got
blame
drunk
her.
very.
He's like,
She
I
got
gotta
drunk
go.
very quickly without me noticing. Like as soon as her camera went off, I feel like she hit the bottle. That's okay. That's how I cope with my technical issues as well.
Lauren can tell you about how psychotic Paul is, though. She'll tell you stories.
Uh-oh. Lauren is
I
laughing
saw
or
an
puking.
interesting video.
Dude, these people are so fucking insane. I am so happy I don't talk to any of them anymore. They're absolutely mental.
Lauren, we survived.
Will Ashton speak with Destiny? Is that?
Oh, I actually speak with Destiny all the time. I talk to him like almost every day, private chat.
Okay.
Like, what do you? what do they mean? Speak?
I don't
about
know.
what
Will
exactly?
Howe wanted to know.
Destiny are actually goody old pals now. Actually, him and I get along
Ooh.
really well. So
Okay. Vampire Slayer Nick Ricada is national treasure. Oh, I'm gonna have Nick back on my show this week. So stay
Nick's
tuned.
great. Nick
Clef the
Ricada.
Misfit. Wait, does this mean there's a photo of out there of Lauren Southern literally dressed up as Hitler? Leftist fever dream right there.
So true.
My favorite cosplay of Lauren was the Scout one, personally.
The what? Oh,
Nothing.
Crash thinks Ashton owes Greg an apology.
oh yes. And sorry to all the Gregs out there. You really are the man, the myth, the legend. I apologize.
Okay, I missed something. Okay, Guillermo, having to pick team rep or dem seems silly in high school. Yeah, it's fucking dumb. You haven't lived life yet. Chrissy, you should perform at the Turning Stone. Where is that? Sure, I'm down. Russell Hall, never go 69 after anal. Don't do it. Oh, remember your 20s, guys. Okay, Clef the Misfit. Doesn't dissident right just mean the people whose primary issue is quote unquote demographic change?
I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what the dissident right means, or alt-right, or new right. Like, these are all just terms people kind of use to describe a group of people. I have no idea what it means anymore, especially considering most people don't follow the values they espouse in those groups anyways. So
Ding, ding, ding. And there's human trafficking on the right wing, by the way. Did we mention
By human trafficking, what exactly do you mean? And you don't have to like,
bro, like, no, go to the police. It's not. Don't talk about it on stream.
Yeah.
It fucks up your ability to have proper legal like. Okay, so women. Okay, any women.
I'm talking about
or
news
men,
articles, Lauren.
Oh, true, but like, okay, but anyone watching this that like has had something like terrible happen to them in whatever front, if you go to the media first, it will actually destroy any testimony you gave to individual people. So if the first person you spoke to after something happened to you, if you were raped, sexually assaulted, attacked, or whatever, that person can be a witness on stand. But if you go to the media, it then voids a lot of that firsthand. I did a conversation with my police officer friend, but I've had a glass of wine and it's ruining my ability to recall it. But it will void a lot of that testimony from the first people you've spoken to. So like firsthand, secondhand conversation witnesses. Going to the media voids all of that. So go to the police first, talk to them, anything that's happened to you. Ashton, absolutely my advice to you as well. I know
I've already gone to the police, Lauren, years ago.
Okay.
I'm speaking on behalf of the news articles that came out recently. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. And many of the other girls have come forward. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Welcome to the vague cast. Okay.
Welcome to the vague cast.
Okay, I'm going to blow through a couple of these and then we'll get to a new article. I think Anna's flabby arms needs a new avatar pic. Well, she's gone now, so maybe you should stop making fun of her. Mason Barry, SimpCast is the ultimate kryptonite to Ralph, etc. I hope that's a compliment. My DMs are open, Sir Russell. Done. Mind a few pics. All right. I feel like I'm going to stop reading his. Okay. Marcus Cicero, what are your thoughts on Obama? Obama. I mean, without knowing that much, I get the feeling that he's just still very much involved in the current administration. Yeah. Abomination.
I need to go.
All right, we're just gonna move on. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil Ashton's newly found friendship with Destiny. He's also a creep. You also might be a little old for him. That's a pedo reference. Okay. Ashton, talk to Destiny on stream, and can you ask Lauren why doesn't she want Ashton to speak with Destiny? What's with that?
Oh, I think, no, we spoke once and it came up that you were going to do a live stream with Destiny, Ashton. And I said, why are you doing a live stream with Ashton? And I felt like he might be just talking to you to take advantage of you for entertainment, my friend. So that's why I was confused.
Well, no, it's like him and I are like, we're cool. I'll send him memes every once in a while. But we're not like besties or anything. But we were gonna do a stream, but then it just never happened.
What happened to that?
It just never happened for some reason. I don't know, but
maybe you sent him too many memes.
Probably did. I scared them off that way.
Patrick T, speaking on behalf of Anders Poo, no DNA testing in California. I don't know, Patrick T. Clef says, Chrissy, can you get Michaela Peterson and Sydney Watson on a SimpCast? Oh, I've definitely tried. I keep trying for you, Cliff. Okay. Let's get up this. Okay, this is kind of interesting. This is, of course, the Judd sisters have been. I think they're using their mother's death to kind of virtue signal. Motherhood should always be a choice. Ashley Judd blasts potential Roe v. Wade reversal as she pays tribute to her late country singer mom, Naomi, ahead of her first Mother's Day without her. Ashley Judd took aim at the potential overturning of Roe v. Wade in an op-ed honoring her late mother, Naomi, as she celebrates. Oh, I already said that. Judd, 54, penned the op-ed for USA Today in which she remembered her late mother, Naomi Judd, who reportedly killed herself last month. And I don't like how they originally sort of reported her death. They said, oh, she fell victim to mental illness. Like, a lot of the articles I was seeing weren't saying that she killed herself or that she committed suicide. They'd just be like, oh, she succumbed to her mental illness, which I think kind of, I don't know, takes away a bit of the responsibility. Not that it's her like their daughter's job to keep her from killing herself, but I don't know. I feel like the daughters are kind of shaping it that way so they don't like, well, it wasn't our fault at all. We couldn't have helped. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I was supposed to visit her on Sunday. Blah blah blah. Oh my god, this is like shameless self-promotion. Although she does look great in that dress. Oh wow.
You know what that just
yeah,
reminded me of? The Meghan McCain thing, her posting her book on her father's grave.
Oh my god. Oh, did that really happen?
I don't know if it was an excellent Photoshop, but there was photos of her. Let me see if I can find in my likes.
Succumbed
She
to the
was like
disease
in
of
front of her
mental illness.
grave,
Okay.
her dad's grave, and the book was leaning on his gravestone.
That's so gross.
Ugh.
That's so gross. I don't even like McCain, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, here it is. I'll link it.
Imagine, like, that's like if you wrote about Marilyn Monroe and put the book on her grave or something, which I'm surprised no one's done yet. Just so gross. I mean, I don't like McCain at all. I think he's a warmonger and disgusting human, but like imagine writing a book about your dad and using his grave as like a way to
Promote yourself. All right, let me
so
share this thing
nasty.
that
The whole
Britler's
family's
sent.
messed up, honestly, though. The whole family's just
Oh my god! Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Oh god, it doesn't look photoshopped unless they photoshopped grass.
Unless they photoshopped grass.
Damn. I went to my first ever cemetery today. We went to visit Frank's grandma who just died. But I had never been to a cemetery, like actually been to one to visit a grave before. Is that weird? Like everyone on my side.
Wait, her book is called Bad Republican, and she's putting it on her dad's grave.
Yes.
What is
There
she
it
trying to
is.
tell the world? What is going on here?
Oh, that he was a bad Republican or that she's a bad Republican? Either way, buy her book.
Buy her book is on her dad's grave.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everybody in my family is cremated, so there's never been like a burial of anybody on my side of the family. I don't know if that's like because my family was just like cheap or they just didn't want to. I think it's because it's cheaper to get cremated, honestly. Is that bad? That's just a deal. Okay, we lost some people.
Oh.
Britler, Destiny season finale of Internet Girl.
Have him on Internet Girl? I'd consider it. Sure, that sounds funny.
What's season
potentially.
finale of Internet Girl?
Internet Girl is my podcast.
Oh, okay.
I have
What's
two
this-
podcasts. One's Paranormality, the other one's Internet Girl. Internet
Yeah, I
Girl is
saw
more
that one.
like is like this one where it's like I have people on talk to them. Last episode was with Quartering.
Did Ashton
cool.
die?
It appears that way.
I think her signal's going in now because she's in a
She
hotel.
was like on a roll and then she crashed out.
People who do streaming need to figure out their interest. Oh wait, she's in a hotel, so I can't blame her. She's trying.
True.
I'm gonna help Lori set up her streaming. She's yeah. We got to get her going. We got to get her going with a good mic, good camera. It's hard. People don't get it. It's like hard to get your streaming setup done.
For
right.
real. Like I'm helping some of my comedy friends. Like they have no clue of what kind of equipment to get. It's really like, I don't know, it makes me feel bad. But you just don't know until you do it.
I never know about the cameras. Like the microphone I can get, the computer I can figure out. It's what kind of camera and how to make it work for everything. That's been my nightmare recently because I really need to get a new one.
What camera are you using right now?
I'm just using a shitty webcam, but mainly I don't really care about like when I do streams or my like videos. I care about like my art videos. So I have to have like a certain kind that can do time lapse and really zoom in so you can see like the grain of canvases and stuff. And that one, it's just everyone has a different opinion on how to do it. And so I just kind of use my iPhone because it's pretty good, but I really really need a real one, you know.
If you're gonna just use a webcam, Logitech Brio works pretty well. But if you can figure out your DSLR setup, that's good. I had a friend help me set this up, as if I could figure it out myself. Let's not be crazy. But yeah, the only problem with I'm using a Panasonic Lumix with like a.
I'm using Lumix too.
Are you? Yeah.
I have an Allura Tech.
I have to dance in order for it. Like I literally have to do this, or it won't focus on me. I don't know why.
Wow. Wait, Lauren, you have a new background. Are you in a new room?
I am in a new room. I've actually got like I'm living in a tree house right now, while waiting for waiting for the Australian government to allow me to return. They've barred me for now.
So you want to come back? You want to go back to Australia?
I do at some point, but I'm on. You know what? I can't talk about this right now. I always worry I'm going to make it worse, but
you're on your period.
I'm on a list. I'm on my period, and they won't let me.
You're on a period list.
I'm on a period list.
Oh no. Okay, Jessica says I turned out of online politics when I kept getting shit on in con circles because woman bad while they get to LARP my faith while skipping church and refusing to pray. Queens, please. Name them also. Britt, I love you.
Hey, Jess, you are a queen, and I completely understand the position you are in. What a queen. Yeah, stay out of online politics. Go find a normal man, get married, do all the things that online politics people will call you degenerate for not doing while they don't do.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good TLDR. And yeah, she's correct.
Yeah, Jessix is a queen.
She's especially referring to certain grifters within that movement of like, oh, I pretend to be one way, but I'm another. Like, oh,
the problem is
I'm trad.
Talking about any of these people, you sound bitter. Like everyone's like, you're so bitter.
True. Right. And or people are like, oh, you're just jealous, or oh, you're just bitter. Because if that person happens to be like doing better than you or whatever, like more successful at something than you are, then people can say like, oh, it's jealousy. K-Max is saying, in ways to prove Lauren's politics did not change, would a candidate like Maxine Bernier still be a candidate you support? Oh, fuck, Bernier. Still be a candidate you support. At the end of the day, politics is still supporting people who espouse your values.
Yeah, I like Bernier. I think he's a great politician. I just don't like people on the internet that are just shit posting for politics. Maybe that's me too. But no, I think Bernier's great.
Okay. Sounds French. Will says, Ashton, talk to Destiny on stream. And can you ask Lauren why doesn't she want Ashton to speak with Destiny? What's with that? I think you answered that. Didn't we
answer this? Yeah, we did.
All right. Whoops. Watch the cat. Male injects foreign biological material in female. What? All right. Male strips female bodily autonomy, and then nerds. These super chats are getting dumber and dumber, but thank you for sending them. Holy cow. Okay. I happened upon this interesting website. It was it was called fatherly.com. And it was all about like how guys can be better feminists by basically helping like women. This was so cringy. Where did it go? Okay, it is right here. Yeah, 7 things men can do to support abortion rights right now. And it's from fatherly.com. Let me try and
get a vasectomy.
Straight up. Yeah, no, straight up. It's like less.
I'm like, fatherly.
It's not expensive. The recovery time is very quick. And it's reversible 90% of the time. Like, why would they be out here telling women to go do that instead of them just getting a vasectomy if they're so pro that?
Why don't
it's really them being pro Coomer is what it is. Like, I feel like women have different reasons for why they're pro-choice rather than a lot of the time for men. Not always, obviously. But in these type of cases, like what's on the screen right now.
Well, also, it's like, what if you knock up a psycho bitch like Amber Heard or something, and then you got to deal with that woman for 18 fucking years, you like stealing all of your money, and you may not even get access to your own fucking kid. So if I was a dude, I would totally get a vasectomy, and that way, if any bitch tried to say, "Yo, you knocked me up," I'm like, that ain't me yet, ho.
Yeah, my tubes are tied. God, pregnant people.
Oh God.
People hurt you. There was a straight up lie in this article that I read earlier. They said that the main reason is because I think it was because they didn't have the money, when really it was because they were afraid it would like fuck up their work situation. Okay. All right. These are things you can do to help women. Donate to the National Network of Abortion Funds. So there's actually a network of abortion funds that you can donate to. This is so crazy to me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's better things to donate to.
Oh my God, absolutely. It's kind of like it's like asking, it's like saying, "Oh, I really like to go skydiving, but I want people to help pay for in case I have an accident and I fucking lose a limb." You know,
abortion is a far right issue. Hear me out. Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, wait. The people who tend to get abortions the most are from the African American population.
True.
So
Correct.
you ban abortion, you're going to have a booming birth rate of African Americans. So why are leftists so intent on banning abortion? Wait, no, right-wingers are so intent on banning abortion. I'm way too drunk for this. And leftists want abortion. Why are leftists trying to kill so many African American babies? I can't figure it out.
That would seem to be the logical conclusion there.
I am way too drunk for this stream. I'm sorry, Chrissy.
No, you drunk sound way smarter than me at like my peak sober. So it's all good. It evens out. Yeah, I had no idea how fucking profitable these baby parts were, and I didn't realize how like in demand they were. It's a little bit of a black pill. Yeah, it's because the Democrats are the racist ones.
Dems
I just think it's
real racists.
I just think it's so funny that fatherly.com is like, here's how you can support abortion, aka don't become a father. Did you know you could become a clinic escort? What was the other thing? Oh, this is provide rides. The other thing that I was looking at was call your Congress people. Everyone loves to do that. Fuck. Okay. It was, I clicked on something that was like how to find an abortion. I think I'm just going to bring up that other link. And I really was clicking through and I was like, how would I? Like, what is the process like if you really wanted to get one? Okay. So I'm clicking on this National Network of Abortion Funds. So this is me. I need an abortion. Where will I go? What will I do? Click need an abortion. I must have one.
That's a very 2022 thing, going on websites to click about how you need an abortion.
Why is it not working? Maybe it knows I don't need one.
It's like you click it, like you click the subscribe button. Oh yeah, just
oh yeah, get a fund and get help. How to find a clinic. How do we find a clinic? Let's see. Why is my internet being gay right now?
Maybe it's the website. Maybe they just
I'm watch your homophobia there.
Wait, what is this? Is this to look up abortions?
This is like how you can actually go.
It's like what's the whole fight about exactly from the left?
What is the fight about?
Okay, this isn't how people go and get abortions. They just find Planned Parenthood and they make an appointment.
Right? Yeah, find out if you have insurance that covers your abortion. That's wild to me. Make an appointment before searching for funding. That seems irresponsible. You know that you can actually ask if there's a discount?
Well, no, that's the thing. So what they don't tell you about abortion is that you first have to have an ultrasound to like see if you're actually pregnant. Then they determine how far along you are, and that'll depend on what kind of abortion you can get. And they get progressively more expensive the farther along you are. So like the minimum to get an abortion in the state of California is like $560 something bucks. So a lot of girls that, can't, they show up not knowing that, because Planned Parenthood, usually everything is free, but they show up not knowing that they're going to have to drop like a couple $100 to get an abortion, and then they can't afford it. And so I think that's why things like this exist for it.
Oh yeah, I forgot healthcare costs you money in America. Damn. Laughs in Canadian.
Are abortions considered healthcare in Canada?
I'm pretty sure you can do anything in Canada without paying for it. But you also may die. You may die from cancer while waiting on the wait list.
Right.
So
that's what I'm hearing.
that.
Is that everything takes forever. I just
Yeah.
didn't realize how like clickable. Like, need an abortion? Click here. Can't pay for it? Click here. It's like, damn. Am I getting old by thinking like, hey, maybe just like fucking learn your cycle, work on your pullout game, or like don't fuck somebody unless you're okay kind of having their kid. That's an old
Chrissy,
person's thing.
people are stupid or they have one night stands and are drunk. Usually.
I have had lots of both, but I just feel like, I don't know. Even in my drunkest, I was like, I'm not gonna let a guy come in me.
Okay. So there is only one place in America where the legal limit to have an abortion is within 10 weeks, and that's Texas. Every other place is basically within 21 and 30 weeks. And I just want to know who the fuck is worried about like having to have an abortion after 21 weeks. Like you know by then.
Yeah,
so
even
all
if it's a
these
toilet
arguments,
baby.
yeah, all of these arguments about like, oh, what about women who are raped? What about women who are like, 17 and get pregnant? What about women who like can't
That's the
afford it? Well, like
minority.
you've got a long time to actually make that decision while it's still within the legal limit within the majority of the US, aside from Roe v. Wade. Why are you guys I don't get it. Who doesn't know they're pregnant by 21 weeks? You've missed like
My mom didn't know she was pregnant with me until she was like 4 months pregnant.
I don't understand.
That's
I don't
insane.
understand.
Did she have an irregular
That
cycle?
doesn't make sense.
She was on birth control. She didn't have any symptoms except for, so she and my dad, I think she was like, they were going to get married and they were just going to elope. And so I think she was more like, my mom's very like on top of everything all the time. So she doesn't stop ever. So if she's like feeling sick or anything, I think she must just write it off to, oh, I'm just busy and I'm stressing myself out. But they got married in Tahoe. And my mom was like super, super sick, but she said it was like the flu. It didn't feel like she was pregnant. Cause I mean, she had my brother, so she knew what being pregnant felt like. And then my dad was like, you just don't want to marry me. And she's like, no, I'm actually sick.
How
And
long
then-
were they together for?
5 years.
Oh, okay.
And then, well, cause I guess he proposed to her like every year and she'd already been married twice. So she's like, I'm not getting married. And then finally she's like, all right, let's get married. And then when they got back from getting married, she's like, oh, I'm pregnant. And then I came along.
Oh, wow. You were so determined.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like strong as hell. All the rest of those little spermlings got hecked up by birth control and whatnot.
Have you guys heard the
fought your
theory
way
that
through.
like you like this theory that like when a baby is born, it's because, God, sounds like I'm fucking crazy and new agey, but like there's like whatever little baby soul gets like dropped in is the one that like you're born to these two parents in particular because you have a specific life lesson to learn that only these two parents can teach you like in this lifetime.
So what does it mean when you're orphaned?
Ooh, well, there's a lesson in that, isn't it? Self-sufficiency? I don't know.
Watch every
It
day.
seems
You
unfair.
don't need no man, Britt. You don't need no
It
man.
seems-
You're an
no, I mean,
amazing
that's-
woman.
I'm not saying
You're
that's like,
exactly
oh, it
like
justifies it.
Cinderella. Who else is orphan? Basically all of them, right? Except for Sleeping
yeah.
Beauty,
I feel
Snow
like every
White.
shitty thing
You're
that
like
happens.
Anna and Elsa. Everyone just dies, right? And then you get to become like a princess and have magical powers and rule everything. So
There is something to that, for sure.
It makes you special and I think stronger for sure.
Did you guys see the girl with the sign where she said she wished her mom aborted her?
Yes. Oh God.
But to be fair, do you think that the world would be better if she would have? It's like your mom shouldn't have aborted you. She should have just swallowed, right?
Probably.
My mom.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Like, there are some people. I question like how she was raised, though, because there are certain moms out there who like have said to their kids, like, "I wish I never had you. I wish I had an abortion with you." Like, like my mom was pretty abusive in that way too. It's like I wonder, like, if that girl's mom was like really abusive to her and like said things like that to her to make her think like
True.
she like wishes that,
True. It's probably that sign is probably her way of being like, fuck you and getting back at her mom.
I mean, I have a different perspective on that. That's something that I used to say when I was younger, that I wish my mom had aborted me, but it wasn't for the reason you guys are saying. It was for the reason of like, I felt bad my mom had to go through so much just to provide for me and raise me, and being poor and sacrificing her entire life for me.
But like, that's the thing, is she shouldn't have made you feel that way, that you were a burden.
She didn't make me feel that way. She said like, I'm so happy I kept you and things like that.
Okay.
But it was just like, I felt bad because I saw how we both had to suffer, and I saw how she had to suffer and sacrifice her entire life and everything. So I felt bad.
Were your mom and
feel
dad
that.
together before
No.
they passed? No. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely grew up thinking that I was a financial burden on my parents. Like, I remember I got in a fight with my brother once, and I was like pulling on the back of his jean pockets. I think I was like 7 or 8 years old or something, and he fell back, and I was wearing my glasses, and he like kind of sat like, all right, without sounding gross, he sort of like sat on my face, and my glasses broke and like went into my forehead, and I had this like, I had a huge scar on my forehead, but I needed like a plastic surgeon to fix it so I wouldn't have a crazy scar. I had a gash. But the point is, my mom kept telling me how much it cost. She's like, it was $800 to get your forehead fixed. And I never forgot that. And I was always like, man, I fucking exist to cost these people money. Like, I felt horrible.
Anytime my mom would do that, I'd be like, then you shouldn't have had me. Like, every time she complained about us, I was like, then why'd you have kids? And I was like, why did you have me? Why did you have, my sisters? Why? If you want to complain about money. And my parents, they would always get that too, Chrissy. But my parents were well off. They were just stingy as fuck. And I'm like, oh, you can afford all of this, Mom. But oh my gosh, Ellen needs braces. How terrible.
I was thinking about this today, like what a different life experience it is for people. So like I was talking about a friend of mine getting their license recently, and I just had a flashback to trying to get my first new driver's license in Canada, and it cost you $50 to take the test. And I remember I failed the first time, and I was like devastated because $50 was like such a big freaking deal to me at the time. It was like the difference between, am I going to be able to drive to work next week or not? Am I going to be able to eat a lunch or not? And I was thinking of like what a big difference it is from people who have that experience, at least for like a short period of their life, versus people who have never even had to think about like, is $50 a big amount of money? I don't know. Have you guys ever been in that position where it's like you've got $100 left in your bank account and you don't know whether you're going to be able to pay for gas to get to work or eat dinner?
Yes, absolutely. Many times of like, oh, am I gonna get a fucking like fee when my rent bounces?
Dude, I think everyone needs to know how to live like that, because the majority of people who can afford to be like Twitch streamers and currently political streamers to the extent that you can be successful now, because now if you want to get it, before if you wanted to get into it, you just had to be able to take a video of yourself, no matter how you did it, if it was bad quality or not. Now to get into it, you have to have like high quality, lots of time, best mic equipment, best video equipment, everything. So you're getting a lot of like these middle class to upper class people that are Twitch streamers now, and their experience is so different from the average person that is like rationing their money. Like, holy shit,
True.
a $1 increase to gas is gonna like freaking ruin my life, right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate talking to the old guard, like a lot of people here that actually have some experience of the real world, unlike a lot of the newer people.
When I started streaming, I was definitely not the middle class. So when I had started streaming, I was 17. It was a year after my mom had passed. I had nothing, like no money at all. I had to live with my ex-boyfriend, and his family was poor too. And I eventually became, after like a year of trying, a full-time streamer. And when I first started out, my webcam was literally a $5 webcam from China. Like you could like, it was so high contrast. There's barely any colors. You could like kind of make out those grainy lines. And I had like an Ash Ketchum hat on. I was just playing League of Legends. And like, that's how I literally started out, one monitor and a $5 webcam. And then eventually like I got more viewers, and they were like, okay, well, here's money for a monitor. And I was like, okay, now I have a second monitor. And then, you slowly upgrade like that. You start from nothing.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. And it's like, oh, do I buy a new microphone or do I cover this bill? But like, you see parallels like that in kind of every industry. Like, I see what the rich kids who get into comedy look like, and how they perform on stage, and their perception of it all, and how they relate to others. And it's like this entitlement sort of disease goes across so many, I guess, sort of spheres, right?
Also, the fact that it's not even just the fact that they have money, that they're able to buy the equipment, have an easier start than someone like me, how I had to start and build from literally scratch. They also like have all these resources available. Like the technology is a lot easier now than it was back when I started. Like they have Streamlabs OBS where everything is in the client, where you can just put everything there. You don't have to figure anything out. They have filters now. They have like all these crazy integrated technologies, even on the websites, like with YouTube, especially on Twitch. Like they make it super brain dead and easy now. So now it's more accessible. Now anybody could do it. It's kind of like when the internet used to be a niche thing, but then when phones came out, you know, you have a smartphone, you have a screen, then the normies came in, and Lauren's favorite slur, normies, and they started going on the internet, and they ruined it with the use of the smartphone. So
do you guys feel like the better technology has gotten, maybe like the more people who have become YouTubers who shouldn't have, or like, do you feel like, because I know there's this feeling in stand-up, like some people have this purist mentality that like you are only supposed to make success doing stand-up and nothing else. Like, and if you do a podcast or do YouTube or streaming or like anything else, that you're sort of like cheating and not a real stand-up. Like, does that?
Those people are just very limited in their mindset, and I think that just is jealousy showing, that because they don't have the capability to do those other things. So then they're like, you can only do this, and if you do anything outside of this, you are wrong. And I mean, I feel like that's in any job, you know, throughout. I mean, I feel like that in every job I've had, it's exactly like that, but I've never done comedy. So I feel like there's always going to be people, and no matter where you are or what you're doing, that it feel that way.
They're just lazy and don't want to evolve. It's like
exactly,
it's
yeah.
annoying to have to learn how to use like TikTok and the filters and all that. It's annoying to have to learn new technology, and they don't want to because they're older. Their brain is literally closed up versus someone who's younger. So their way of coping is by doing that, by saying like, "Oh, well, you're not a real one." Like me, because I'm too lazy to actually like learn how to do certain technological things. Like, for example, Chrissy is a stand-up comedian. She's having to learn all these things, and she's doing really well. So like they're gonna look at her and her success, and like you said,
I just got here. No, yeah, I'm like, oh, people who shouldn't be YouTubers, and I'm like, not me, of course.
Well, hey, you're doing it. I mean, it's honestly just how much work you're going to put into something, right? And if they don't want to put work in,
would you guys recommend this job? Like,
God, you have to really want it. I think you have to be really like willing to learn.
It depends on who's asking, because there's some people I'd be like, you would be fucking great at this. You would be making so much money. And there's other people I'd be like, no.
That's true. That's true.
I would
people
never
in the
recommend
chat think
this
Ashton
job.
is pregnant. This chat is out of control.
Are you muted?
No.
I'm not
muted.
pregnant. No.
Okay, good. All right.
Only with tacos right now.
Okay. AM, thank you for the super chat. I don't understand.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Okay. Oh, yes, I've heard of that. Bryce, UFOs, UAPs, human breakaway civilization, secret government tech, or aliens?
LMAO.
LMAO. Okay. Hey, has Ashton been talking back? Her lip looks split. Maybe I'll just read the ones that are like make sense. No fetus has ever been a citizen of any nation. True. And what about trans fetuses? For Mother's Day, I say happy Mother's Day to all SimpCast guests. And do you all have one favorite memory of your mom? Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, it's a cute one.
Okay, favorite memory of my mom. Wow, favorite. Damn.
Maybe we should have Father's Day be a bigger thing, huh?
You know what's stuck with me is that after my mom died, her friend Irene said to me at her, my dad never had a funeral for her, but I had like a memorial at this restaurant we used to go to a lot, where like people could get up and speak, and like I had the pictures out on these big boards and like flowers and shit. And it was good. It was like closure. And like this friend of hers, Irene, she like said to me, she's like, your mom told me that she felt like you were her soulmate. And I was like, holy shit. It felt like it was so sweet, but at the same time, it felt like very heavy, like
that
emotionally
your mom
heavy.
Thought that you were her soulmate. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you mean by that. I feel the
You're
same
like,
way with my mom.
yeah,
Wait,
it's like
sorry,
too
are
much.
we like going into Oedipus complex here? What did I miss?
No,
We're
no.
going into a memory of your mom.
Yeah, it's just like a connection, like where it's like a deeper connection, like where you're very emotionally bounded. I mean, especially in my case, is I was raised by a single mom, so it was just her. So she was like a sibling to me too.
I think it's too much to like put that on a child, like this idea that like your child is your soulmate. Like maybe she meant it in a kind way, but
Were you like Lorelai and Rory?
Who's that?
Brittany. Because she said she was
Oh.
raised by a single mom. So I'm asking Lorelai and did you not watch Gilmore Girls?
No, I didn't.
I didn't.
All right, I'm the only one.
Oh no, it was a super popular show. Was it on cable? Maybe that's why I didn't see it.
I don't remember. I only saw like the reruns on like DVDs and stuff. Because I didn't have cable. It's good.
I remember my mom would sometimes be like bluntly honest about how I looked. Like if I had gained weight, like I've told this story before. Like I had this Abercrombie sweater that I like saved up. It was like so much money at the time. It was like $60, and I was like, wow! And I bought it. And then it had this big sweater. Like you remember Abercrombie with like that, like a really thick knit sweater.
Yeah.
Across it, and I was like so excited. And
Was it
proud
the
to wear
navy blue?
It was actually like khaki colored or tan colored, and I don't know why I bought this. Probably because it was just fucking Abercrombie, and the stripe across it was like hunter green, but it was like a thick knit, almost like you could make a blanket out of it or a quilt. And my mom said it looked like a fullback in that sweater, and I took it off, folded it up, and I was like, I'll put this back when I lose weight, and I never wore it again.
Aw.
You should have returned it.
I should have. I think I took the tag off. Brittany, favorite mom memory?
I guess that one in particular doesn't come up, but I guess in general, every year when I was younger on Easter, she would take me to the Botanic Garden in Brooklyn. And I really like that because
Aw.
I always had a soft spot for animals, even though I didn't get to interact with them much at all being in the city.
That's really cute.
Because there's like insects there and cool plants, and they have swans sometimes and things like that.
Yeah, I've been there.
She would always dress me up. I liked wearing the cute Easter dresses.
Oh, that was cute. My mom would dress like my sister and I in like matching Easter dresses. And like I did not like dressing up as a kid. I'd be like, can't we? I don't know. She would always buy us matching shit. And we weren't even twins. We weren't even close. We're like 2.5 years apart.
Well, that's a accomplishment. How did she get it to fit both of you? That takes skill.
They were like, well, we were 2 different sizes. Okay, Lauren, do you have a favorite mom memory?
A favorite mom memory. I remember my mom and dad convincing me once they were bank robbers as a joke. Like when I was really little, they sat me down and they're like, Lauren, we need to tell you something. Like we're bank robbers for a living. You can't tell your friends at school though. Like this is what we do full time. But I fully believed them. They'd play pranks like that all the time. It was great. No, but okay. Actual favorite mom memory. My parents once, we loved Indiana Jones, my sister and I growing up. And so they'd set up little adventures for us where they'd leave secret notes like rolled up in the yard and on the doorstep. And we'd have to try to solve the puzzle to save our stuffed animals. And they'd tied them up in trees off in the woods. So we'd have to solve every puzzle to go and find like the magic key to go and save them. And I loved those little adventures. They called them Jessica and Lauren Adventures. My parents were really, really like attentive and there. We didn't have much money growing up. My crib, I shit you not, my crib as a kid was the bathtub because they couldn't afford a crib. So my sister got a drawer and I slept in the bathtub. Thank God the pipes didn't burst. But holy shit, did they ever make sure we had a good childhood, right? Like it didn't matter that we didn't have that much money. Like they were so attentive. They made games for us. They made it fun for us. I love my freaking parents. My mom
slept in the bathtub for how long?
Bro, that was like my crib as a baby.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Well, they put blankets in it, right? So it like made
yes. Why aren't more people doing that? Cribs are so innovative.
Totally, very innovative. Dude, I had the best parents. My mom is amazing.
Oh, are they still alive?
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
strong.
since you said that your parents did pranks on you, do you plan on doing that with your?
Absolutely, I'm gonna prank the shit out of my kids.
Prank them.
No, it'll be fun. I want to have another kid, but unfortunately, sorry, I know someone in the chat just said, Lauren, watch your mouth. My mom would say that too. She always tells me whenever I swear on stream, she's like, stop it, Lauren. So I need to stop. No, I want to have another kid soon. Hopefully, let's hope that.
How old is your son now?
My son is 2.
Oh,
he's the best. Yeah.
What is he into now?
Cars. Just cars.
Aw.
It's so embarrassing because like he'll go hang out with friends and I'll go to pick him up and he'll run right past me and go hug the car that I drove to pick him up.
Wow, because it's still warm. They're like, ooh.
No,
yeah.
he's just obsessed with cars and he's like humanized them. He gives them all names, like all the cars that he usually sees. They all have names and stuff, and he's like besties with them.
That's so endearing.
Yeah.
Has he seen the movie Cars?
Yes, he loves it. My husband is really into like fixing cars and he can do it all himself. Like he can take apart an engine and put it back together. Very handsome stuff, right? So I think my son picked a bit of that up from him.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's cute. Oh, little Grace monkey.
Yeah.
It's not a slur. Okay. Anna, favorite mom memory.
It's hard to actually think of one. Well, because we didn't have a good relationship until recently. So I guess there's one. I don't know if it's like the best. I think I've told this story on there, so I think it's okay. So when I came home from college, I always had a fake ID. And so my mom, she's like, hey, you have your fake ID? And I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, let's go out. And I was like, all right, cool. And Brittany, you would laugh because my fake ID was like the worst ID ever, but it was from New York. So like you never see that in California. And so, but when we were driving to the bar, everyone smoked pot in the town I grew up in. And so I was like, oh my God, it really reeks. Like, I was like, Jesus, there's like a farm nearby. And I look over and my mom is like smoking a blunt out the window. And I was like, what the hell, Mom? Because I'd never seen her smoke
cool,
before.
Mom.
Well, and she's like, I don't like smoking, but I like getting high. And I was like, all right. And then we went up to the bar and the guy looks at my ID and he's just like, New York. And my mom's like, yes, this is my daughter. She's home from college. Da, 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 da. And so of course he's not going to think that it's fake if like my mom is there vouching for
Backing
me.
you up. Yeah.
And then I was drinking and I was getting shit-faced. But so my mom is like very forward about like what kind of men she likes. And so there's this guy in a white cowboy hat, and the entire night she's like, oh my God, that guy in the white cowboy hat. And he like, my mom's, I think she was in her late 50s, early 60s at that point.
My mom was exactly the same.
Well, the whole night she was talking about this guy in the white cowboy hat. And I was just like, I usually don't approach people, but I was so drunk that I just walked right up and he was in like a big group of guys. And of course they're all like handsome cowboys. And I was like, excuse me. And I was like, my mother has been talking about you all night and she thinks you're super hot. Would you go dance with my mom? And then they all started laughing because they're like, your mom. And then he did. He went and he danced with my mom.
Oh
You're the best
God.
swing woman ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was fun. It's fun partying with my mom. It's something I learned.
I just realized this. I never knew I wanted this. I feel FOMO.
Oh, like wing womaning. Okay, so I have a correction to make. My favorite mom memory ever. My mom loved Las Vegas. Like my sister lives there now. Like we had gone there on a bunch of family vacations, and it was one of the early family vacations, and we went there for New Year's one year. And my mom didn't understand the concept of bottle service, and she would just like she would get drunk off like 2 drinks, and I feel like sometimes she would exaggerate her drunkenness because it would let her like be flirty, which was her like default setting, would just be like go and flirt with everybody. Like it was fun. She would kind of like go swim up to like a guy in their 20s and be like, hey, nice noodle. Like she was very corny. And she didn't understand what bottle service was. So this is like New Year's. And she just went up to a guy's table and like she just thought it was free juice, like for whoever. So she would just go up and like she grabbed some guy's cranberry juice and she's like filling up her cup. She's like, and I'm like, Mom, they paid for that. That goes with their fucking Grey Goose or whatever they bought. And she's like, what? Like she just it's juice. And she was like, just like so cute. My mom was very bimbo. Now that I think about it,
love that for her. Love
yeah,
that.
both your stories sound very
Bimbo
like
power.
Yeah, both your moms sound very bimbo, like how my mom was. She was also a turbo bimbo like that. So like those two, yeah. So like Anna's story, especially, that sounds like something my mom would have did if like I was around if she was still alive. Like if I was of age, like older, like 18 or something.
My mom was all about like anytime I would be single and anytime I was with a boyfriend she didn't like, she would kind of act like I was single and like always wing womaning, always being like, he's cute, you should go talk to him. And we wouldn't even be out. We'd be like on the boardwalk or like at a restaurant, just anywhere. And she would just be like, oh, go talk to him. She was always.
Oh my God. When I was graduating college, they do like a final like art show and one of my pieces was in. And my mom, okay, to be fair, the guy that ran my department, he was super fucking hot and he was from Argentina. So he had a sexy accent and he was a hunk. My mom goes right up to him and she's just like, do you know my daughter? Da, 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 da. And she like wanted me to marry him. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, that's like the head of my department. It was so embarrassing. I ran, but
you literally
do that too. I ran. I ran to the other side, to the industrial design department to hide from it.
Oh my God.
He followed me on Instagram after that though, so I guess she kind of worked.
Okay, what was
something
your
out.
mom out of 10?
Huh?
Oh yeah, I feel
On
like
a
Anna
scale
had
of
a
1 to 10.
has a hot mom. That's my.
Oh,
You have
she
a
was
banging mom.
not. I can't say that anymore, but I mean, yeah, she was. I'll pull up a picture. She got runner-up for Miss Newman when she was younger.
There we go. Let's all show mom pics. Mom pics coming up.
Okay, there's a cute pic of my mom. God, where can I find a picture of my mom? My mom was cute. I don't know if she was ever hot.
What's the chick from The Notebook?
Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, my mom
Rachel
kinda looks like
Dolezal?
her.
So this is my mom and my
yeah.
brother.
She's cute.
Oh my God.
Oh, she looks like that Reese Witherspoon. What's her name? Not her.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Am I
She's
right?
kind of like blonde you.
And then
Okay.
this is me and my mom on my first Christmas.
She
You
totally
got your
looks
mom's
like
bone
Reese
structure.
Witherspoon. I'm losing
my
my
God,
mind.
yeah.
It's funny, Brittany. So I have my mother's nose and I have her head shape, but it's like if you see my dad, I used to have dark hair. But everyone is like, oh, Anna, you look just like your dad. And then when I'm around my mom, everyone thinks I look just like my mom. So it's like a mix.
Mm-hmm.
But
Aww.
let me find the youngest picture I have of her.
I gotta
Oh, here we
find
go.
for my
This is a
mom.
good one. This is her and my brother in the 70s.
Oh my God. I love the 70s photography. Everything has like an
For real.
orange reddish tinge to
Here,
it.
I'll put it in the chat so we can pull it up. SimpCast chat.
I don't have that many photos of my mom. Most of them were physical, and I don't have the physical copies.
Oh.
Okay, Chrissy, I just sent you a photo of my mom. She's such a hottie.
On
She's an
Twitter?
absolute, yeah, on twitter.com.
Twitter.com. Oh my God.
Right? My mom is
Stunner.
absolute stunner.
Holy shit. All right, here we go. How gorgeous.
Wow. She looks just like you, too. She's so
Look at
pretty.
Look
Mama.
how cute you are.
Oh, that's
my
me.
God.
Yeah, that's
You're
Oh my
such a cute baby, too.
God.
Your
Look
mom
how
has such pretty hair,
cute.
too.
Dude, she still looks like that. She's gorgeous. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Look
for
at you. You're like,
real.
when I grow up, I'm going to be banned from Australia. I'm so cute.
So true. So true.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed.
Getting
All right,
into
now-
trouble since 95. All right, we need more mom pics. Where's your mom,
I
Chrissy?
need to get my mom. I'm getting her. I have to scroll down many years from when she was alive. Oh, I have one of me and Stormy Daniels. She's my new mom. Let's see. Let's find a mom pic. Damn, and then I get to see all the different shades of red my hair has been over the years. Wow.
Brett, are you looking for a pic of your mom?
Yeah, I like I said, I really don't have many at all.
I have more pictures of me and random goats.
Goats?
Yeah, like farm. Like I like to go to zoos and the farms and like pet animals whenever I can. Maybe it's a mental illness. Who knows?
I like to go there and draw them. So, how old is this fucking picture of my mom? I sent you one picture of my mom, Chrissy.
Where is it?
It's on your DMs and Twitter.
Twitter.com again? Okay. Pictures of your moms. It's pictures of your moms. Ashton, if you can hear us, come back and show us a picture of your mom.
Oh, I found one of mom and dad together. This is literally the only photo I have of them together.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's your face, Anna.
And that's my brother.
Oh my
He's
God.
such a
He looks
little
like he's, like,
munchkin.
keeping in the biggest laugh ever. Like he's just seen something he's not supposed to.
Or
and
he
he's
just
like,
sharted. No.
It's funny.
He
I've
looks
never
so
seen my mom that
cute.
skinny. Yeah,
She's
I think
gorgeous.
Wow.
yeah, she would love to hear that. My mother
Hot
loves
mom.
compliments. So yeah, I think she's like 24 in that picture, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's me.
god, they're so cute. All right, I gotta find one of me. One of my mem.
I
really-
posted mine. The context, just know that my dad, yes, he is Ukrainian, German, Polish, but keep in mind in those days they LARP as Tony Soprano. Like my whole dad's side LARP is the Sopranos, even though they're not Italian. So in case anyone was wondering, like, is he Italian? No, he just likes to LARP exactly like Tony Soprano. He even talked like him. He's like, "Where's the fucking court plate?" Like the same thing.
Really?
Oh yeah, the
That's funny.
violent speaking, exactly the same. Crazy like him too.
Did you send a picture to me? Did I
In
miss
private
it?
chat.
Of course.
Brittany, did you meet your dad?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I met him and he was like, I saw him here and there, but like I don't know like nitty gritty details about him. Like he's
Oh
never
wow,
stayed over at
he
my
looks like
place.
a Long Island Guido for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean
But
that in
that's-
like the best way.
Those
I
are
think
both
that-
your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cute.
So
But
that's
yeah.
like one of the few photos you have of them right now.
Yeah, maybe I could ask my grandma and she could send me a few if she has them because she's the one who would have the physical copies, I think.
If you don't mind me asking on stream, obviously you don't have to talk about it. Like, how old were you when they passed away?
I was 15 when my dad passed away, and I was 16 when my mom passed away.
Mate, that's
Jeez.
rough.
Did they both have cancer or was it just your mom?
Just my mom. My dad died in his sleep.
Oh, geez. Did he have like
Wow.
an aneurysm?
I think it was sleep apnea,
Mm.
like a issue
That
with
sucks.
mixing medication.
I'm sorry. I've sent you another picture of my mom, Chrissy.
Okay. Okay, this is not of my mom looking young and hot, but I did find one from my brother's wedding. Oh, this mom. Oh my
Aw.
god, I do miss her. Wow.
Mom and dad. So did you get the
This is my
ginge from your
brother.
dad?
This is that's like, oh my god. My mom would have loved to marry my brother, by the way. She would have fucking loved it. No, I dye my hair. My hair is like,
okay.
whoops, this is an old comedy flyer. All right. Now we're
Ooh, like, I thought you like had your like personal
wow.
photo album.
This is
open.
my
That
old
would've been fun
wow.
to go
This is
through.
a fucking down memory lane. This was from 2015. Holy shit. Okay. Oh god, I gotta find a picture of my mom. Another one from her hot youth. Oh, let me go to her Facebook, because Facebook doesn't even know that she's dead.
True.
Some people still write happy birthday on her wall, and I'm like, girl,
Oh, really?
you need to get up to date. Yeah,
That's awkward.
it's
How
pretty
do you
funny.
break it to them too?
They'll be like, happy belated birthday. And I'll be like, yeah, you got that right. Okay, here's the perfect picture from the youth. Okay, wait. This is worth it. This is worth the wait, guys. Okay. Share screen, facebook.com. Okay, so this is mom with the three of us. Me and Mandy and Eric. Oh, so cute. My brother needed braces out the gate. But yeah.
Holy shit! Is that your brother's on the right, and that picture
Yes.
he posted before was him as well?
Yeah,
It's
the brace-
like- it's
the
like
braces
he
worked.
He grew into his teeth and his
And his
forehead
face.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, like his eyes, his head, and his teeth, like the top of his head, he had to grow into that, and they all
Yes.
stayed the same.
He was born to be 35 for sure.
Like, he looks totally normal now. It's just, yeah.
Oh yeah.
A
He
few
looks
parts
great
of him
now.
started as like full size.
He looks great. Yeah, it took him a while to grow into it, but like I don't know why Sears
What a
did
kid.
this wherever we went. Like, why would they do all right, let's pose without dad? Like I remember there was a family photo and then this was one of the poses. Like, all right, let's I'm like, are we like dress rehearsing for when he leaves us? Like, why are we doing a photo? All right, just pretend you've gone out for cigarettes.
Oh my god.
But that was so cute.
I know, look at your little cheeks.
I was like, I'm holding in a fart. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. Mom was cute. I would say she was cute. I don't think she knew how to like make herself look hot, but I don't think people were worried about that. Like the boomers, I feel like were not worried about being hot as much because they didn't have social media.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro,
No,
sorry, I'm seeing this like Ethan Ralph guy is tweeting about how I apparently got a nose job, and she's like, she should have stopped like 5 surgeries ago. I wish I had 5 surgeries. Damn. Fuck, sorry.
You know, it's funny. It's always ugly people that accuse pretty people of having plastic surgery. You notice that? It's always the ugliest troll-like looking people.
It's like I look at these and all I get sad about is it's like, you know, they accuse me of getting all this plastic surgery, and I'm like, I wish I could afford all of the surgeries you think I have. That would be based. I want to get, you know what? If you don't want to get surgery done, that's fine. You do you. I think it would be cute to have a little bit of a, you know, a tuck here and there. It would be fun, but I don't, unfortunately. It would be nice.
Oh my god,
though.
this picture that they're using of you, it's a front view versus a side view of your nose. All that changed was your fucking hair color.
So like if you look at the front right now, the original photo, same smile, same
It's exactly the
nose,
same.
It's exactly the same. But if you go to the side, of course it's different. Like for fuck's sake. Unbelievable.
These people are retarded.
Did I miss something?
Sorry. I'm on Twitter. Chrissy, I'm sorry. I'm ruining your show.
Don't be sorry. No, you're enhancing it. You're making it better.
For reference, I like your current hair better.
Okay, I want everyone
Like
in the chat to know. Well, let's have the surgery discourse. I don't think there's any problem with people getting surgery if they want to do it.
Well, yeah. Why should you have?
No.
Why should you have
Yeah.
to deal with a random set of DNA you were given? Right. I understand.
Yeah.
But I also think at the same time, like, if basically you can get it, the only people that you should tell are people that have a stake in you, in my opinion. So like husband or like your parents, something like that. Someone who actually has a stake in you. Because otherwise, like, what's even the point other than like maybe showing like, oh, here's what realistic expectations look like. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, like I know people who have gotten like pretty severe like jaw surgery or nose surgery, and they're like, yeah, a bunch of people online would point it out and make fun of me, and so I got it done. And I'm like, yeah.
If it makes you happy.
Yeah, if it makes you happy, whatever.
You know? Well, so when I was a kid, I had to have surgery. So I was born without a tear duct. It's a genetic thing that runs on my mom's side of the family.
Like an eye tear duct?
You can't cry?
Yeah, no, I can. So you have on this side, it's a duct that creates the water that keeps your eye moistened. And then the little pink thing in the corner, that's what regulates it so your eye doesn't leak. And so since I was born without it, my eye constantly cried. And it was, everyone is just like, why are you crying? I'm like, I'm not fucking crying. I was born without a tear duct. My mom had to have the surgery. My grandma had to have the surgery. It's a thing that runs in the family. And so I had the surgery when I was a kid. But what they do with it, because not very many people have it, so it's kind of not the best kind of surgery, but it is plastic surgery because they put a plastic tube in your skull. And so
Wow.
So let me show you. So on this side,
plastic tubes in your eyes?
It was super painful. Okay, so can you see
Holy shit.
Can you see the pink thing right here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gone, right?
I can't see it.
What? Wait, solo
the hole.
layout. Solo layout. It's coming. Okay.
Can you see the hole?
The hole, yeah, I see the hole there.
Where's the hole?
I don't see it on that side.
So yeah, so this side doesn't have it. So I had a tube in here. So I had a tube that was in my eye. So it goes in my eye, through my nose, all the way back down to the back of my throat. And then it broke.
Oh.
And half of the tube popped out. So I still have half the tube in there. So it's like if I wanted to like chug a beer, it'll just go up.
You can chug it in your eye.
Well, yeah, and I've done this before where it's like I'll drink juice and I can suck it up through the straw and like I can breathe out of it.
Don't do that.
Watch. I'll breathe. You guys listen.
Breathe out of your eye.
It's like you're breathing through a straw.
Wait, how do you breathe out of your eye? You just
I can do
squeeze
that
air
too.
out of your eye?
Yeah, I can do that too. Wait.
Oh,
It makes like
hey,
a
you got
squeak
it.
noise, hey? And I
Am
can
I
make
doing
myself
it? Am I
cry by
doing
doing it.
Am I doing it?
No.
Damn it.
You have to plug your nose and like try to breathe out of your nose, and air will come out of your eyes.
Wait, I
and
thought you were
can make
trying to
yourself
breathe out of your
cry.
eyes.
No, just like push air out of your eyes.
Like
no
blow.
air is coming out of my eyes.
Air can come out of your eyes?
Yeah, it can come out of the tear ducts there. Try it. So like,
But mine are all full. Wait.
Is it working, Britt?
I don't understand. So I'm trying to get air through this part of my face?
Yeah.
Plug
So-
your nose and blow out your nose,
my
and then it'll
God.
come out your eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, so
I'm getting trolled. You guys are lying.
We're
no,
not. Listen,
I'm
you
doing
can literally-
I did it.
Well,
It looked like you were gonna pop an eye out. It was so fucking funny.
yeah.
Oh my-
If you can't do it normally, don't do it. But so I had the surgery.
No, keep trying. Keep going. You can
Oh,
do
great.
it.
Now people in chat are accusing me of having a nose job. They're accusing
Wow.
everyone tonight
Well-
of having surgeries.
Accusing everyone of having surgery is like
Body
mega
tricked.
copium.
Well, my
Anyone
thing is-
who isn't as ugly as me is all plastic surgery. I mean, not to say a lot of
Exactly.
people online don't get plastic surgery, but even so, like, just shut the fuck up and calm down.
Well, the thing that drives me nuts, so
God.
I have a little bump in my nose now because they had to take bones out of my nose to make room for the tube. And so now this little space, it like goes in, which it wasn't there before. I don't mind it because my sunglasses fit great. But people like will comment that I have like a dent in my nose, that like my nose is broken before. And I'm like, well, I don't know if they broke it or not, but my eyes were fucked up. But it's just... So that's the only thing I ever thought about like fixing was like the eye tube and all of that. Eye breathers over mouth breathers.
Eye breather.
Well, no, it's a pain in the ass because if I
Like
ever
an
go
iPhone
swimming,
iPhone product.
you know when you go swimming and you wear goggles, my goggles will fog up because of my fucking eye hole because I'm breathing.
It's annoying.
That
It's
SimpCast
super
is now a medical show. Just come every week with your medical issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
should we
God.
do guys want strange medical issues? Okay,
I
you go
won't
first,
stop
Star
until I
Wars
can
girl.
breathe out of
Here,
my eyes.
I'll go get
I've
us-
never been more jealous.
Well, then, like, my parents had to sue the doctor because he botched the surgery too, and that's a whole nother thing.
Wait.
But I'm gonna go get a straw. I'll show you guys. I can drink
Okay.
out of my eye.
All right, don't get hurt.
That's a
Don't hurt
crazy
yourself.
party trick. I
I'll
want
be
to
right-
try
well,
that.
I can blow smoke out of it. That was like my party trick. Is if there's a hookah, I can blow smoke out of it, and
Oh my
everyone like loses
Out of
their
your
mind.
fucking eye? Whoa.
Yeah, I don't have a. Well, I
I'm
have a
hyped.
hookah. It's just not set up. But
Can you-
Cecil and John were like blow drink out of it. So I'll go get a straw and I'll show you guys.
Oh my God,
Okay,
don't hurt
She's
yourself.
getting her party trick. Brittany, Chrissy, can you do this with your fingers?
Oh my
Is
god.
that a gang sign? Is that a crip or a
She's,
blood?
like,
What is
So
that?
when you
Jointed.
flip all of your fingers behind your hands.
I don't think I'm double jointed there.
Like that?
No?
I did
Like,
it.
no, all of your fingers. So like if you take them and like spin them behind your knuckle.
This is what people did before the internet. Like, let's do weird shit. with our
Literally, yeah.
hands.
Literally.
Oh,
that.
are you making basically a? Are we trying to make a
I could
swastika
do
with
it
our
a
hands?
little bit, but not quite as
Is
well.
this what's happening? Ow! It hurts. Ooh, what's
So
happening?
you gotta get them. You gotta get them like
Ew.
really
I feel like this
good.
is how you get ready to fist something.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Ooh. This is a weird gang sign.
And then like the dislocate. I think it's because I can dislocate like my thumb. I don't know if you guys can do the
Even
whole, like-
this much feels
No.
weird. Ah!
This is how you
Ew.
get less simps, Chrissy. All right, you two. Okay, she's getting her party trick. It's your.
I know.
What are your
What about
party
that? I mean,
I
even
burp.
doing that feels weird.
But that's just natural. I burp. Apparently that's like the
I
party
can
trick.
do a handstand and drink out of a glass of water at the same time. This sounds like
Okay,
an
do
Odyssey
that.
Games thing.
Yeah. The glasses.
Holy shit. I used to be able to do the blood symbol with my
Oh,
hands.
speaking of Odyssey, you know, I could go eat some cinnamon, which I
my
killed by the way.
God.
I did
You
fine
did.
eating it.
You did well.
We're desimping it.
Send
Okay.
this link to Nina Infinity. Invite Nina since.
Oh yeah. Since
you
we
know,
lost
we
so many
lost
people.
Ashton. We lost Lori.
I can't believe how many people we lost.
You should summon
True.
Lila too. She likes
Aw.
cinnamon.
Let's summon. I'm sending Nina a stream. The last thing Nina sent me was a naked picture of Scarlett Johansson.
You guys
Fuck.
want to help me send sexy texts to my husband?
Yes.
I'm
what
too
should I write,
autistic to know
Chrissy?
how to flirt.
So like, I want that big Australian
No,
cock in
you
my
know what?
mouth. Is he Australian? I don't even know.
I'm leaving. Never mind. I
Give me
regret
that
ever
small.
asking that.
Give me your small married cock. All right, Lauren. Should abortion be covered by Obamacare?
Wait, let me finish sending
Okay,
this
okay.
text. that
Just
has
make sure you
nothing
have
to
the
do with
words
what you just
hard
said.
and throbbing in there, and you can't go wrong. Give me that veiny Snickers bar of a cock.
I honestly wish I had that superpower of like knowing how to not autistically flirt. Like I feel like there was only been like a couple of times I've successfully done it. I just find it just feels cringe to do it. I don't
Hold on,
know.
Anna's gonna breathe water out of her eye.
No, I'm gonna drink water.
Okay.
I'm just gotta
Right.
figure out how to get
minute.
this up high enough.
Please don't hurt yourself on my medical
I
show.
won't.
I would feel horrible.
Okay, I'm gonna use my book, so fingers crossed it doesn't fall. Fucking amen.
What did you end up sending your husband, Lauren? Hold on. Oh my god, please don't hurt yourself.
What is she doing?
She's drinking out of her eye, of course.
Yeah.
Please be careful.
What? I heard it.
Did you see it go up the
Don't
straw?
yell! Don't
I
yell!
heard it. It went.
It'll scare her eye.
Did you see it go up the straw though?
Yes.
No, I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Okay, look
careful.
for the orange. Did you see
How?
it?
Yeah. Are you gonna drink
What
it?
is going
You're not gonna drink it. I thought you
on?
were gonna drink it into your eye hole. I'm like kind of relieved. you
No,
didn't do that.
this is a really. If it was a shorter straw, I could, but it's like a lot of pressure to suck it up all that way. That's what she said.
Girl, welcome to my world.
This is what we're gonna
Yes,
do at
it is.
MegaCon. We're just gonna
Just sucking up.
drink
Oh
through
my
our
god, I'm kind of speechless. Wait, Lauren, what did you end up sending your husband? Did you take my advice? Did you say throbbing and hard?
I kept it really basic, okay? All right.
You're like, bitch, why don't you show me a happy Mother's Day? Get in here, eat it.
Wait, that's pretty good.
He's out with his mother right now too, so I'm not gonna.
Be like, why don't you eat out a mother, not
like-
the one you're currently with?
Yeah.
And
you
then
could
point
be
to
like,
yourself.
Oh, I want to be a mom again.
Yes, come back and make me a mom times 2.
I do want to be a mom again. I want to have a daughter now.
Aww.
Boys are amazing, but I want a daughter. Like I was out today, getting my nails done with my mom, and I'm like, ooh, when I'm like old, I want to do that with my daughter. I want to go like talk boys and do spa stuff with her and dress her in cute dresses and stuff, unless that's going to be illegal in like 5 years.
Yeah, unless you're
no
mandated to
gendered
have a
clothing for your children.
trans only. I gotta try all night. I'm gonna try to drink out of my eye. I'm like so intrigued. All right, Marcus Cercia, Lauren. Oh, we already did that. I've read unironic arguments for post-birth aborts. Damn.
Yeah, people are cray-cray.
How far can that go? Like, you know
cray.
what? My 6-year-old's being a little shit.
3rd grade, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
Ashton is muted. Oh, don't make fun of Ashton.
Ashton
Patrick
just
T.
disappeared.
She disappeared, and I messaged her with
That
a sad
happens every
face.
time, though.
She bails
She's
sometimes.
mysteriously disappears.
She's very mysterious. Yeah, Patrick T. Happy Mother's Day to Anna's rock star mom. Agreed. Watch the cat. Fetus dies long before woman if woman doesn't eat. What?
We're saying we need to eat.
Oh, they'll go on hunger strike.
Oh, ooh.
I mean,
Okay.
just trip down.
What's going on?
All right.
I have
Well,
no party tricks.
To catch you up, yeah, Anna drank out of her eye.
Oh, Nina knows.
Oh, I
Nina,
know.
I have the exact same top, but in tan.
I love it.
Twinsies.
Yeah. I wanted the white one, but it was sold out.
Nina, do you have a favorite memory of your mom?
Oh, wow. Yes, I do. She took me to this lake, and it was the first time I saw lilies, like on the water. And my mom's name's Lily, so it was really
Aw.
sweet. And she took me horseback riding on the beach in Iran, and it's a really sweet memory that I love. And I have memories of us dancing and
just, being goofy and also reenacting the Little Mermaid over and over again. That was fun.
I want to be where the people are.
I always made her be Ursula.
Aww.
I was the Little Mermaid, of course. But yeah, lots of good memories with my mom. Lauren, when you said you wanted advice about what to send your husband, I said in the chat you should text him that you're getting an abortion and freak him out.
Oh my God. He'd be like, I don't believe you.
I know.
Yeah, I
it would be like,
know.
it would be such a, that's why I'm saying it's so like not you, that he should be like, are you kidnapped? Like, who are you? It's
No,
such
he just sent
thing.
me something super cute.
Is it his dick?
What did you just say, Chrissy?
I said, is it his dick?
Is it a dick pic?
It was
You're like, oh, look at you.
Look at the little tip. Never mind.
Look at your little penis.
Listen, you know what? This is why I don't talk about my family on the internet.
Oh,
you people are
just joshing you.
Everyone's like, Lauren's a mom? What? I never post my child. I never post my family. Nothing. Absolute psychopaths.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck 'em.
I didn't even know
online.
you were a mom
No.
until you said you were a mom.
She's a low-key mom.
Yeah.
Okay, high key, low key, whatever it is. Like last time I posted my child, I had someone like sending me pictures of my kid saying they were gonna murder them. So I was like, nope.
That's fucked up.
No
Also,
more on the
happy
internet.
Mother's Day, Lauren.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've seen Lauren's kid like in real life, like as in the photo in real life, because Lauren only posted ones that it was like censored. Lauren's kid's super cute. He's such a doll.
He is gonna be like such a Chad. He literally took like all the best of my husband's genetics and my genetics and mixed them into one. He looks like incredibly handsome.
Is he a hockey player?
He's gonna be. Absolutely.
Oh no, but you want him to keep his teeth.
True. He'll look handsome without them. He's a good-looking kid.
Right, because you can see now what he looks like without teeth because he's a baby and he doesn't have teeth yet.
He's got teethers.
Oh, right.
But he's really young, huh? I didn't know that he was.
Hey, still. All right, Hunter says, do you know that the 90s song The Freshman by the Verb Pipe is about a girl who commits suicide because of regret for having an abortion? Damn.
Wow.
That's like an MTV fact.
By the way, going back to Anna's freak show, she's totally a mutant. Has she told you guys about her? What is it you have? You have webbed feet?
Oh yeah. So my toes were webbed when I was born, and they cut them, but they didn't know how big my feet were gonna go, so they're only partially webbed now.
Wow.
And then I only have one kidney, so I was born with mutations and missing organs.
That's why we call her Mutant Hobbit in this most endearing sense.
That's why on my Twitter handle it says I am a mutant, because I kind of am. And when people are fighting with me, they're like, you're a mutant. I'm like, no, I actually am.
Yeah. Like literally.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cray.
Other than the blue eyes, because that's actually a mutation and you don't have that, which is really weird.
So glad.
Okay, I don't know if this is a real question or not from Will. Lauren, if you were in the black kid's position, would you want to be born being black and poor? Why do you want a black kid being born without their consent? Okay, that seems like nonsense.
I don't understand what the question is.
Black? I would
yeah,
never.
I'm not gonna, it's hard to
I
take
think
this
he's
person
talking about
seriously.
my like attempt at a drunk take earlier, where I was saying that far right people, if you're like super far right, you should probably be pro-abortion, because otherwise it's increasing the black birth rate by like astronomical amounts, since a mass amount of abortions are black children. I don't know what
I'm just saying Hitler hasn't been reincarnated, and that could have been because of an abortion.
Ooh.
Oh,
reincarnation.
That's spicy.
Or he has been reincarnated,
and his
but
name
we
is
just
Bill
don't see it
Gates.
yet.
Oh,
Fauci.
Klaus
Chrissie
Schwab.
Mayr.
Yeah.
I'm just using an argument from Star Trek.
Brittler.
That was not about abortion.
Brittler, yeah. I need to
I
see
need to
Lauren's
see
hands.
Lauren's hands.
If she is tipsy, she is probably sharpening a sword off
So
camera.
true.
Wow. I'm a little turned on.
This
Okay.
is a Spider Co. Great knife if you want it.
Spider Cow?
Spider Co. It's a brand.
I like Spider Cow better.
Good little. Good
Ooh. I have one. It's
Very
pink.
nice.
It's not
Mhm.
that.
Nice.
I think, yeah, I'm not allowed to brandish guns on camera, but I can brandish knives, I think.
Yeah, brandish away.
Wait,
Anna's
you can't brandish guns? I thought you
Not
could
on live stream.
show.
That's
Oh.
right. I have to do a dance to refocus my camera now.
Need a reality check. If I get money together, I want to live out in 100 acres in the middle of the country, away from the bustle of cities.
The 100-acre woods, like Christopher Robin.
Is this based or just a really weird fantasy? No, it's based.
I like it.
Do it. Do it. Pull an Owen Benjamin. Why not?
Who's Owen Benjamin?
He is a comedian who lives in the woods, and he's a bit canceled, but he owns it now.
Is that why he's in the woods? Because he's canceled?
I think so. I think it all sort of happened at the same time. It all happened quickly for him. He had some spicy takes, so he took to the woods, but I think he's doing great now.
He sounds like Kelsey.
He does sound like Kelsey.
He's too spicy, so he had to go to the woods. Nesquik wants us to talk about periods. No, let's not. Lauren looks like Elizabeth Holmes. Oh, I think you've gotten that before, Lauren, that you look like Elizabeth Holmes.
I've had people ask for photos of me in like public places because I had like a cameraman with me or something. They're like, oh, that must be a famous person. And then I think it's because they think I'm Lauren Southern, but it's actually because they think I'm Elizabeth Holmes or someone else.
Oh my God.
I didn't even know who that was. I had to Google
I
it.
am Googling her right now.
Star Wars girl was, I see, what's his face? The guy from, oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name? No,
Star Wars?
Indiana Jones and Star Wars, Han Solo. What is his name?
Harrison Ford.
You have a crush on him? Did you have
No, so when I graduated high school, so our moms could find us. My best friend's mom got a cutout of David Beckham for my best friend. She got a cutout of Han Solo's head for me, so that way they could our moms could hold them up in the crowd so we could find them.
Cute. Harrison Ford was my first crush, so that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
He has daddy vibes for sure. Mine was Leo DiCaprio.
Ooh, Mine was Leo too, Chrissy.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
I
God.
had a freaking mural of Leo like on my wall.
My dad wouldn't let me hang posters in my room, but I would have hung one of him.
I had like my entire wall was Leonardo DiCaprio photos.
Oh my
I
God.
liked Antonio Banderas.
Ooh.
Well, he was also very sexy.
Oh
yeah. Mask of Zorro.
I love that figure you have of him.
I know. It's
The
actually
best.
behind Harrison Ford's face right now.
In that all that crazy ish you got
They
going
even
on.
give him chest hair on his
Wow.
It's great.
They did or they didn't?
No, they did.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Leo wants to know, Anna, did you cosplay 7 of 9 Borg from Voyager, but with blowing smoke from ocular implant at your end?
No, actually, she's going to be in the new calendar. I just need to make the hand piece, and then I'll be able, because I have everything else. I have the facial implants and the suit and everything.
But you also
And,
dressed up as 7 of 9 recently, didn't you? To go to
yeah,
that-
no, I went to WonderCon. So for those that don't know, the guy that designed the Rogue outfit, he actually hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I can design anything you want." So I have the only one in existence of the 7 of 9 bodysuit, because everyone else, I
Nice.
guess, has to make them from scratch. But I have one.
Yay.
It's awesome, and I wore it to WonderCon. And I was the only 7 of 9 there, which is a very big feat if you're at a convention full of thousands of people dressed up in costumes. And I was the only one. So that was cool.
That's cool.
Aw. How many costumes are you bringing to Orlando?
It depends. I'm trying to bring ones that can fit, that don't take up much room in a carry-on suitcase. So Alita's like the easiest one because it's like a bodysuit, boots, and a wig. And then I wanted to bring Lois Lane. I just need to get the jacket tailored. And that one's easy. It's just a blazer, a skirt, and a black top and the wig.
Maybe I can order like a Black Widow bodysuit because that could be like easily rolled up.
I actually have one. I just don't know if it'll fit you or not because it's.
Ooh.
Do you want me to bring it just in case?
Because you have a child size one, right, Anna?
No, it's an adult one. My mom will just like buy them, but it's like a women's medium. But it's like I met you in person.
Okay.
It's just really tall. That's the problem.
I'm like a 6 now, so maybe I don't know. It depends, but I
can try digging it out if I
okay.
find it.
Digging it out. Will Howe. Lauren, I was there when you showed your tomboy pic. Okay, Will. None your business. That got strange real quick. Yes, it did. CW, $2 to see Anna squirt water out of her eye hole. Oops. A little late for that. Graham.
Who is way too low.
Did you see it?
Oh
Did
my
you
God,
see it?
no.
I did.
Oh my God. For $2,
Does it hurt
Anna,
you?
jack
Yeah,
up your
come
price, girl.
on.
Come on now. Come
Okay,
on.
hold on.
You're
You'll
not
have
get
to
20 for that.
Here.
Come on.
Okay, look at the glasses. Okay, look
Oh
at
my
this one.
God. Oh my God. Don't hurt yourself. What the fuck? Oh my God.
Did you see or no?
No.
Did you do it again?
No,
Okay.
don't hurt yourself.
Hold
Don't
on, watch.
listen to these people.
Chrissy.
Anna has all these mutant powers like web feet, drinking from her eye, and surviving birth control pills. Yes, she does.
She also turns into a sexy librarian whenever she puts
Oh my God,
on those
please be
glasses.
careful. Don't hurt yourself. Ah! All right. yeah, Don't go
I put
retarded.
water in my eye to squirt at the.
Yeah, it's okay. Take a break. Oh my God.
I want to party with Anna so bad and be like, yo,
I'm actually a lot of fun.
let's
at
see
parties.
what you do with that eye hole, girl.
Don't.
I can blow out a candle with it.
No, that's amazing.
Well, okay, wait. Sorry, I just saw a super chat of yours, Chrissy, that says, "Why did you skip my super chat, Chrissy? It was a legit question." Lauren, why do you want kids to be born in poor socioeconomic positions without their consent? I was born into a poor socioeconomic position without my consent, and I'm pretty happy I wasn't murdered. Okay? So I don't know.
Nobody is born with consent. That's how being born works.
And that's like 90% of the world are born into poor socioeconomic positions. It's only this 10% of weird, like middle class leftists and elitists that are like, oh, we should just abort poor people. Like, there are a lot of people that are a whole hell of a lot effing happier poor than the miserable, suicidal, rich class with like 10,000 different mental disorders they're diagnosed with.
Yeah, I would say you're more likely to be a hustler and work hard and be really successful if you're born into kind of a poor or lower class family than you are if you're born with tons of money and you don't know how to work hard.
Being poor is not a actual. I mean, life's going to be a lot easier if you're rich, of course, but there are a lot of people that are poor that are a hell of a lot happier than rich people.
Well, there's a lot of people that are extremely successful that came from really, almost poverty, or if not that. And it's because they have that drive to be better. Whereas if you're a trust fund baby, everything's just kind of handed to you, and you have no, unless you're a really motivated person with a desire to, make things happen, you're just going to enjoy that trust fund, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get mushy. Marie
No.
No.
He went.
There you
There's.
go.
I don't know if you guys watched the Marie Antoinette movie with Kirsten Dunst, but there's like a scene where she's like naked and all she has is like tights and like the fan covering. I said if people send me a cosplay, I'll wear it. He sent me the tights, the fan, and the feathers she has in her hair, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing a nude cosplay. That doesn't count.
That's so smart.
Oh, happy Mother's Day to all the great moms out there. Valiant Renegade, you can stay because you're giving out wholesome comments.
Hey, Valiant. Valiant's awesome. He's a great dad, and he wears for his daughter's birthday, he dressed up as a cheerleader for her and had the boob balloons and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah. He went all out, and he's pretty amazing, and he's like into guns, and he's teaching her about safety and all that stuff. He's fucking dope. I love Valiant Renegade. Everybody check out his channel.
Sounds like he has Chad energy aside from that dressing up like a cheerleader business.
He does, and also he's got an amazing radio voice. Like, you will fall asleep to his radio voice,
or do other things to it,
or that.
Oh my God, guys. I can't believe we have gone over 3 hours. We didn't even get to the article about bodies turning up in Las Vegas.
What happened in Las Vegas?
Bodies are turning up.
There's always bodies in Las Vegas, though.
That's also true.
What is up with that? The water level shrinks a little and bodies turn up.
I love the way Chrissy says water.
Water.
Water?
Mm-hmm.
Water. I love it.
How do you say it?
Water.
We enunciate.
The water. More human remains were reported at a lake.
Because this is a mob town, right? So I feel like
yes, a man was found in a barrel. That's what happens to snitches.
Mm-hmm.
Daryls get barrels. Don't be a Daryl. All right. Well, we can cover that more later. This show went in a direction I had not anticipated, but
What, the show and tell, or
the body tricks, the drama, as Lauren likes to say.
Absolutely.
I wasn't here for the drama. I'll have to catch up on the.
There's a lot of
just
boy
Ethan
drama.
Ralph going off on Lauren.
I love this.
What? The
You're-
gunt went off of you, on you?
You're ugly, Lauren, said the man with one functional eye, 2 guts, 3 chins, and 4 tits.
The gunt went off on you, Lauren?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my god! Do you want to see a video of a gunt that I saw recently? That I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh god!
It's not the gunt, but it's a gunt.
Okay, because I watched a video that was a naughty video.
She's not talking about the porn.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm talking about a TikTok video where Elijah Schaefer posted this, and I was like, "Why? Why would you
Whose
do this
gunt?
to my eyes?"
Just a man with a gun.
It's just a random black man with a gunt. And
Okay.
here it is.
Let's see it. All right, let's be careful. Let's hope there's no penises or
No, there's no
peni.
penises.
Oh God!
But there's a major gunt. So here we go.
What a great
Oh, I saw
body.
this. Oh god.
Wait,
He looks like a half-baked brownie.
Mute
Damn,
it. though.
I'm gonna
Damn,
mute
and
this. I'm gonna
This
mute
sucks
this.
because I really like Taco Bell.
Okay, here we
Wait
go.
for it. It's so bad.
Oh, there's a lot happening
Wait.
already.
What?
What is that? Wait, hold on. Did he pull an endive out of his shorts and then
put it back?
take a bite?
Yes.
It's being held under his gun.
Yeah, it's being held under his gun.
Is that cheese? Is that a
I
mozzarella
respect
stick?
the audacity.
I think it's a taco.
Oh, right. It could be a soft taco.
Yeah.
All right. I only get hard tacos.
And okay,
Damn.
that's enough of that. There you go.
Well,
Speaking
thanks
of the
for
gun.
that.
His
You're
whole
welcome.
body's a soft taco. Damn. That was. I don't know what is. I don't know. I feel like if I'm 10 pounds overweight, I want to be a shut-in until conditions improve. But not all people feel that way.
I'm with you.
Because you have shame. Something that we
Yeah.
need to
My
re-add into our society.
My father instilled shame within me at a very young age.
I feel like we need to bring back shame. That's where we're
Yeah.
at in this
It's out of
society.
the meta right now, and it needs to be reinstated.
I agree. Bring
Ooh,
back
Valiant-
shame.
Valiant is he his voice has been known to melt women in the Berlin Wall. Been AWOL
true.
from so many streams for the last 3 months. Family life. But thank you, Nina and ladies. Much love. God bless. God bless you. Why did I get
Love you,
Asian
Valiant.
there? Love you, Valiant. Father's Day's coming up.
Oh,
What day is that? I
is
need
that
to
Russell
do
Hall
something
with
for
that $2 super chat?
It's
If
it's
it's-
not
yes,
a gun if there's no split up the middle. Jesus.
That's true.
Lauren, just say taco as taco.
Taco.
You should do a video like Lauren Southern teaches you English and it's all just your weird accent words.
My
She's so
weird accent
Canadian.
words.
She's so
Yeah.
Canadian. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Lauren Southern teaches you Canadian.
Canadianese.
Listen. All right, chat, everyone here, let's say the word flag.
Flag.
You
Flag.
say flag like fag.
Yeah, flag.
She says flag.
Everyone, I believe you can do it. Flag. Say flag. with me.
Flag.
Oh, that's
Flag.
how you say it? Flag.
Yeah.
Flag.
No, it's called flag.
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 Leg.
Like
There you go.
leg?
All right,
Like
now
a,
let's
like
do
a leg.
Bag.
Flag.
Bag.
There you go.
Bag? Like
Now
bag
you're
I
Bag
know
of
these
change.
words. I'm from Vancouver.
Flag.
There you go, Nina. You got it.
I know those words. I
Stop
love
being
you.
a
Wait,
flag.
Nina. Wait, you're in Vancouver?
I was. I lived. I grew up in Vancouver.
Are you still in Vancouver? Or
No, I'm in Cancun now.
Oh,
I ran
shit.
away,
Well,
Lauren.
If you come back to Vancouver, let me know.
I will, of course. I grew up in North Van, girl. I'm a North Van
No
girl.
way. No
Mhm.
way. All right. Good to know. Good to know.
Dang.
Lots of E people from Vancouver, hey?
Uh-huh.
Vancouver. You got to say it.
Vancu-
You know it's like
Vancouver.
wait. Do you know how to say okay, the other major city. I don't want to say it cuz I'm going to say it in the local way.
Toronto.
Yeah, can you say that, Nina? In the proper way?
Toronto.
In the proper
Toronto.
way? Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
god.
It's Toronto.
I don't think I can say it. Toronto.
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 Yeah, so it's Toronto,
Toronto.
but locals say it Toronto.
Yeah.
They like take
Toronto.
out the second T. Toronto.
Toronto.
That's how I say it. Toronto.
Toronto.
So, Chrissy, you've been to Toronto?
No. I've been to Niagara Falls.
Okay.
That's close enough.
Is that Canada?
Yes. Depends on which side.
Okay. I think I definitely set foot in Canada.
If you went to the pretty
some point.
side of the waterfalls, then that's the Canadian side. If you went to like the ugly side,
Yeah.
that's the United
Toronto. Toronto.
It's Toronto.
Toronto. Oh my god, y'all. This was such a crazy ass stream. Okay. Let's close it out with some plugs. Guys, catch me Saturday the 14th at Tiff's Ale House in Morris Plains, New Jersey, and then I'll be in St. Louis at Helium on May 25th, and then I'll be in McHenry, Illinois on the 27th, and then 2 SimpCast live shows in Chicago at Reggie's. Check it out. Go to ChrissieMayr.com for tickets.
Woo.
And then, yeah, check us out at MegaCon in Orlando on the 21st. I think we're doing a 6
Also, check
p.m.
out her
panel.
album. Live
Oh,
from
yes, of course. The album live from January 6th on iTunes and Amazon. Brittler. Yeah.
Hi. I'm on YouTube, Brittany Venti. My second channel, Saturday Supermodel, where I do more lady-esque things, but somewhat palatable to men as well. So check that out. And I do live streams sometimes. Hopefully, upcoming another one with Lauren. Last time we played Papers, Please, and it was so funny.
I was watching you guys. I was lurking in the chat, and
Girl,
I have to
I
say,
haven't-
Lauren,
yes,
you were very. How terrible of you for letting that one guy die. Because you kept that simp card and that poor man got got. It was your decision, and you're like, "Let me clean off my desk."
I know. It's unbelievable. Okay, wait. I have a note in my textbook here. Not my textbook. What am I saying? My planner here that says "not for broadcast." That's the game we're playing next, Brittany.
Yeah.
So, like, I think I'm going to arrange it with you either this upcoming Thursday or next week, but we're going to play it. It's going to be good. Ladies, you can feel free to join if anyone wants to join our gaming session.
What is it?
What is it called? Not for broadcast? I don't
Okay,
know
so
what
we
it
played
is.
this game called Papers, Please, where you have to, people come to your border and they submit their papers and you have to see if there's discrepancies in their passport. And you
It's
can
like
choose
Risk?
sure. You can choose to deport them or not deport them. Not for broadcast is a game where you have to choose what is going to be the headlines or not in the like news show that you're running, and you're kind of trying to curate them for propaganda. I guess I haven't played it yet, but it all
that
seems
sounds like fun.
Yeah, you're
What
welcome
time
to
on
join.
Thursday?
I usually stream at 6 p.m. on Thursdays.
6 p.m. which
Pacific.
time? Yeah, Eastern?
Pacific.
Pacific.
Superior time.
Thank you. Everyone always gives me shit because I'm on the West Coast. I have Jack's show at 8, right, Nina? What time is Jack's show? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I can be there for 2 hours.
10:30 usually. 10:30 Eastern. So
Okay, I'll create a chat. Okay. I
Yay.
won't steal. I'm going to steal all my guests from SimpCast. Full of game cast.
Good. Oh yeah, people still think to this day. I get comments like, "Oh, Chrissy, you're too much of a pussy to put up the stream from when Destiny owned all of you." And I was like, "My love, this was not on my channel. This was on Lauren's channel. I do not have said footage."
We'll have Destiny back, and we'll have him properly on SimpCast and just step on him for
God.
an hour.
Can I just say, the
Fuck
first
that.
time I didn't get to see that because I don't know why I wasn't here that week. But Lauren, I watched the debate that you filled in, and it's my first time ever like actually seeing Destiny not in a photograph, like talking, and I thought that guy was gonna cry over what.
like just shaking over his opinions on bathrooms. I was like, what am I watching?
Yeah, he does
It's-
that a
it's-
lot.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun debating Steven. The thing is, when you debate him, though, he has a very what's it called? Passionate audience that will. It doesn't matter what he says. It doesn't matter if he's completely wrong. They'll support him 1000%. So you just have to be careful of that.
Trevor the White wants you to play Acquitted, Lauren.
Wait, I just got 10,000 messages from Steven
Oh.
seething.
Oh no!
My Discord just blew up, and he's like, "Get me on this call! Get me on this call with this chick! I will end her life. She will be crying. I hate
And
her."
whose
Lauren."
life? And whose
Star
life?
Wars girl.
Star Wars
Stop
girl.
On me?
it, bitch.
He's crying about you saying he's
Why?
crying.
He was.
He's crying right now.
Catboy scorned.
Cry harder, Destiny.
Well, it's funny. I didn't know who he was, and I remember like Brittany and them always saying like debate Brittany, but I didn't know what was going on. I only watched the debate because Nick said that he was going to debate some Brianna Wu chick who's had me blocked on Twitter forever. So I was like, I'll check this out, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and
I
she
don't know.
bailed because she got scared. And then Lauren,
It was just
filled
boring.
in.
I was like, the last thing I wanted to do was listen to people debate about bathrooms. I'm like,
But
oh my
now
God.
Destiny's gonna be he's gonna be not debating, but like officiating a debate between Nick Rekieta and a bunch of lawyers about the abortion thing. So I'm actually looking forward to watching
Oh, that's
that.
interesting.
Wait,
Yeah.
What is
send
that?
Can I send him a link to this?
Just as I'm trying to land this plane. Okay, sure, fine.
Okay, wait. I think I sent him the wrong one. Okay, wait.
Me and
let's
Brittany
see.
are like, what?
Nina, Brittany, did you do your plugs? Did you plug your plugs?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Nina, where can people follow you?
You can find me on my channel, Nina Infinity, and also on Twitter, Nina7 Infinity. And tomorrow you can find me on Midnight's Edge for Toxic Femme, and on Tuesday on As Heel versus Babyface for the real BBC.
Nice. Lauren, do you want to shout out your plugs?
At Lauren_Southern on Twitter.com, Lauren Southern on the YouTubes, all that good stuff. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Steven said he can't join because he's screaming too hard right now.
Okay, good.
So-
I'm so tired.
You did a good job, Star Wars girl.
Did I make him upset? I don't even know.
You
this
made him
person.
cry, Anna. God.
Wait, is he actually? I don't get
You
it.
made him cope and seethe and cry, and there's just snot
Aw.
everywhere.
He's reading.
Will says, first of all, Destiny was wrong about Roe versus Wade. Also, Lauren, you should stream more, especially on Twitch.
Listen, I quit Twitch in a weird solidarity with Destiny, so I'm
Did
streaming on
he
YouTube
get his
on-
channel
at
back?
6
I heard a
p.m. on
rumor that he
Thursdays.
got his channel back. Is that true?
I don't know. Is that true?
I don't know. I thought you
I
would
have
be the
no
best
idea.
person to know because you're in touch with him.
I have no idea. I don't think he did. I think he was permabanned. I've
Okay.
still got my channel. Okay, but here's the thing. Like, my sister does Twitch streaming full time, and I don't want to get permabanned because then I won't be able to appear on her streams, which is like I'll go hang out with her when she's streaming. So,
Oh.
so I would try not to stream
Oh,
too
wow.
much on there.
One more from Valiant. I wish I had more time to catch the show live. Always a great panel. Nina and Anna have long been YouTube heroes of mine.
Wow.
Thank you, Nina, for your compliments. Love listening to you, ladies. Cheers. Thanks, Valiant. You da
Check out his channel,
bomb.
man. Valiant's cool. That was awesome, Brittany. Just saying.
Amazing. That was
like
well
right in the middle
timed.
of that.
Always
super chat.
perfect.
It
Perfect
was so
time.
well timed.
Anna, plug yourself.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm the Star Wars girl. I've been shadow banned on YouTube for almost
Me
2 years
too.
now. Well, no, I got hardcore because I caught YouTube deleting views on my video and I posted screenshots, and then YouTube slipped into my DMs, and I was like, "Fucking fix this shit now!" And they got my tweet deleted with the screenshots.
What?
And
Whoa.
well, here's the thing: my views suck, but my income never changed. So I'm like, yeah, you guys are just skimming my views, and I caught them in 4K. So those fucking bitches shadow banned the fuck out of my channel. So
Got 'em.
even,
Was it a video recording of the views going down?
no, I had screenshots like literally less than a minute apart of like my views one because I'm a vampire,
Wow.
so it was at like 4 a.m. because that's always when my traction would stop. So I was keeping track,
Wow.
and so I was like, my video was doing really good, and then it would just stop. Like the views, everything just stopped. But it would be weird. I would still get comments, and my likes and stuff would go up, but the views would just stop. And so I got a screenshot. One video was at like 30 something thousand, I think, and then all of a sudden it was at 28,000.
Oh
wow.
Yeah,
and where do your views go?
They just delete them. And so, but I was like, I was going off on them on Twitter, and that's when they slid into my DM. So I have a direct link to YouTube on Twitter.
Damn.
Oh, before we end the show,
I'm not done, Nina.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, even if you're subscribed, even if you ring the bell, you won't get notifications. So you have to just check my channel. I try to upload every day. And I try to upload multiple times a day, and then I stream there, and then on Twitch, which is also that Star Wars girl, and then I have an Instagram, which is that Star Wars girl 77, because Star Wars came out in 1977. That is not the year I was born. And then I'm on Twitter, and I have a blue check mark. So there you go.
That's what I was going to bring up. I was going to say congratulations on your blue check mark, because I haven't talked to you since you got it, and I don't know if it was brought up earlier or not, but. Congratulations.
Oh, of course, I brought it up immediately. All those bitches that tried to cancel me.
Yeah, fuck you.
Trade off. You get shadow banned.
Right, like Destiny's crying right now.
So true.
Okay. Aw, give him a few baby.
Oh my god, y'all. Oh wow, and you blew out your candle. How symbolic.
It's not a candle. I'm burning. It's like some cedar wood. It smells really nice. It's relaxing.
Can you smoke it through your eye?
I've seen advertisements for these candles that like they contain in them a ring that's worth anywhere from $10,000 to $5,000.
I bought those. They're amazing.
Is that bullshit
so
or
no? It's
really
totally real. You get that. Okay. If there's men in the chat, if you have a girlfriend or a wife, these are amazing. You can buy these candles that, when you burn them in a little plastic bag within the wax, you can get a ring. 99% of the time you're going to get a ring that's like a dollar store ass ring, but you can get like a diamond ring in it. So it's like a little candle plus a lottery ticket. They are an amazing gift. I got them in bath bomb versions for my sister and my mother.
Because then you can go through them quicker. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'd never even heard about this.
I just heard about it yesterday, and I was like, this seems like something I'm going to get addicted to and just end up with junky rings.
That's a funny way to propose to someone.
True.
My wife dug out this is what I would be doing.
Lauren, have you ever gotten the vag candle?
Oh, it has a vagina in it. I have one of those.
No.
What did you just say to me?
Have you ever gotten the vagina candle from Gwyneth Paltrow, the one that smells like a vagina?
From her brand Goop?
Yes.
I don't know why. Who is buying that? Who is buying the vagina candle? Like
I don't know. I was buying a candle and sent it to me.
Men who want to sniff at it.
Of course they did.
It was Russell Hall, by the way.
Plastic big. K-Max, one more time. One more thing. Will there be more Odyssey tournaments hosted by Chrissy and Lauren? Anyone else on this panel?
I didn't even know what that was.
I'd be down to host potentially. That looks like fun.
It was definitely fun. I would say I think it would help to fly everyone out to do it in person at a location. Because there's just more you can do, and it's you want to watch it if it's everybody in the same room.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if you can pass the word along to anybody there, Lauren, but
wait, I literally missed all of that somehow. My brain was in a different
the Odyssey games. I think it'd be a good idea if everybody was in person.
I think in person would be better too. I think so. I wish you guys need to do a Vancouver date, Chrissy, Brittany, for your SimpCast live. I wish I could be there in person. Come to Vancouver, but
Vancouver.
I don't think pure blood. Yeah, I don't think they can go to Canada.
She's pure blood, girl. She can't go to Vancouver. It's not.
I'm a PB. I'm a peanut butter.
All right.
How do I do the gang sign?
You want to know the real talk? Everyone here that is a pure
PB.
blood watching. The people who check your vaccine passport, whatever it is, they're like a 19-year-old attendant at the desk that just looks at it and is like, okay, that looks like the right date. Sure. 90% of the time, if you just have carry-on luggage, they don't even look at it. 1,000%, you can fly with a vaccine passport. 1,000%.
Wow. You heard it here first from Lauren Southern.
I'm not, legal advice. I'm not advising anyone do that on a legal advice thing. I'm just saying the system is very broken. That's
If
all
you
I'm
end
saying,
up in
okay?
Canadian prison where Trudeau is giving it to you up the ass,
Oh
you
my
can
God.
hit up more in Southern.
Oh God.
I'm not saying anyone do this. I'm just saying there are flaws with the system, okay?
Oh my gosh, but before I forget, speaking of travel and in person, so it's gonna be me, Brittany, and Chrissy at MegaCon. I know a lot of you guys are already going because Gina Carano is going to be there. It's her first convention ever. So I know a lot of, at least, people that follow me and follow, I guess, Star Wars people. You're already going to be there at 6 p.m. I'm sure me, Brittany, and Chrissy will all post it on Twitter where we are at. But come and see us live for a real life SimpCast. You're already going to be in Orlando. You're already going to be in MegaCon. Come and see us. It's going to be great. I think that's the first SimpCast in real life.
Yes, ever.
I'm
very
super
exciting.
excited. Yeah.
What month is that again?
This month. It's going to be in like
couple
2
weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then the week following, I will be at Star Wars Celebration. So if you guys want to see me, I will be running around there. Drunk 3PO, the most handsome man on the internet, is in the chat. And he says, for $5, I'll see you at MegaCon.
Yay.
Thanks, Drunk. We will see Drunk.
Thanks, Drunk.
Hi, Jay.
Can the 5 of you do a show regularly? Thanks, Monty Polly Loser.
We hang out here sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a lot of scheduled shows already.
This is exciting. Yes.
This is fun.
See you guys at MegaCon. If not, me and the Britler, and whoever else, we got to figure that out. We'll see you in Chicago on the 28th. I think that's it. We love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you for simping with us tonight. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.